back from Dragon Con and the computer's plugged into the wrong place. But we are all set and ready to go. Probably saw a bunch of you guys at Dragon Con and probably some of you guys at Pop Gallery last night. That was a crazy show at Pop Gallery last night. Dragon Con was pretty crazy too.
It was very busy.
It was, yeah. Yesterday at Pop Gallery at Disney Springs was kind of insane. I didn't get there until 6, but I guess some people started lining up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. For future reference, we did get kind of not a scolding, but the people who work at Disney Springs, like the Disney people, have told us that we can't start lining up until 1 o'clock, I believe. 1 in the afternoon is what they're saying now. They're concerned about people getting heat exhaustion and stuff.
Yeah, so
I'll reiterate that next time I'm bringing it up.
If our event starts at the same time as it did last night at 6 o'clock, 1 o'clock lineup around 2:30, 3 o'clock pin handout.
Yeah, so they basically don't want people just being in the sun that long, I think, is their main concern. But yeah, all the pins got given away. I do have one, though, that we're going to give away tonight as a prize up here at Twitch. So I've got one of the Alice in the Fawns, one of my own ones that I keep aside. I'm going to give away a few to the Patreon patrons, too. I will probably give more information about that later. This will be the last prize of the night, though, right?
Right. So in order.
Yeah. What are the goodies for tonight? Back to work on Elephant here. Some of you guys are probably happy to see that, and a lot of people asking about this one.
Our first prize is the coloring book.
Oh, the first prize, yeah. We've got one of the coloring books, which I believe they also ran out of at the Pop Gallery, but this is one of mine. So we've got the Alice in Wonderland coloring book, which is now also, for those of you who weren't able to come to Pop Gallery or didn't get an advance copy at Twitch or something like that, they do have them on Amazon now. You can get them Amazon Prime, and they're pretty cheap. Those won't be signed by me, though, because they come from Amazon has hundreds of different warehouses, and it could come from just about anywhere.
I think I had our Twitch sound off. I'm just going to fix that.
Oh, no. So could people not hear me?
No, they can hear you. We can hear you. So I'm turning on so we hear little chimes and things. When
is it making magic noises and I didn't even know it? Okay, gotcha.
So, thank you. Let's see.
I'll show off some of these. But yeah, the
subs are half price this month.
What are?
Subscribers.
Oh.
So, Christy, thank you much for subscribing again. We appreciate it.
Excellent, thank you. Yeah, the book turned out really cool. I don't know. Here's one of the Bosch ones. There's a lot of neat little details, and these are available. They will be getting more at Pop Gallery, so you can always order worldwide from them. The publishers at Blue Angel Online has them available worldwide, so you can order them pretty much anywhere online now that the book is officially out. But it is 55 one-sided paintings of mine going back until the late 90s. It covers 3 different decades of Alice in Wonderland paintings I've done. Oh, there's one on the cover. Anyways, really super nice book. It's the same wonderful artist paper that I use on all of my coloring books that are made by Blue Angel. So it's good for watercolors or for crayons or pencils or pretty much anything.
Oh, thank you so much, Escapade.
Anyways, we'll be giving away one of these.
Did you hear your magic noise, Jasmine?
Oh, I didn't. I was talking.
Oh, that was just a magic noise.
Oh, I like hearing the magic noises. Oh, there's faces of fairy in here, too. Oh, sorry. I haven't really gotten to look at it since it's been all put together so much, but there's Alice and the Mad Hatter.
We've been a bit busy.
We have been a bit busy, haven't we? Yeah, I signed a million of these last night.
Right, so since we've been on since last broadcast, we went to Dragon Con. Everyone, and I see many people in the room that were at Dragon Con. Thank you so much for coming out.
Yes, thank you.
There were people that were there every day as soon as we opened to get that pin.
Oh, yeah.
And we appreciate you.
Pin giveaways, yeah.
I think that, tell me your guys' thoughts on that. Is your camera good?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Tell me your guys' thoughts on that. Was that a good setup? I don't know how we could streamline it better.
Oh yeah, we were in the America's Mart.
So basically, for those of you that weren't here, we that have seen us at Dragon Con, or weren't at Dragon Con rather, that have seen us at Dragon Con before, we had a much larger booth.
Yeah, about 3 times as big.
Right, and we had one line for checkout, and one line for when Jasmine had signing times. So they weren't merged together, which is kind of what we do at MegaCon.
It's similar to what we do at MegaCon or Planet Comic-Con or one of those sort of events. So
that Nintendo guy says stay on floor 3. I think based on we have already paid for next year.
Yeah, we've booked our booth for next year. Is it going to be in the same spot? Do we know?
I think that I requested to stay there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So hopefully, us and the T-shirt dude across the way, will be neighbors again, and we'll have the same exact spot. I like doing that because good. Miss Eliza Dragon says it's worked better than previous years. No kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I think
Dragon Con is a huge show to streamline any effort we can make to streamline.
Yeah.
While at Dragon Con.
Control.
And you guys probably saw me the difference on the exhaustion on my face of last year versus this year. I was so much less stressed out this year.
That's good.
It was such a better show for me. I felt, I was chatting and having a good time with the fans, and it was a lot of fun. So I had a lot of fun last night too at the event.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of fun. Brandon, he helped us out at Dragon Con, but his mother works at Pop Gallery.
Yeah. Those of you the guy with the beard that was helping me at Dragon Con was helping open the prints and stuff like that. That's Brandon.
Okay, so Kitten says I look much less stressed.
Oh,
yay.
That's good.
I was a little worried about being in the vendor's mart, but it was great, and having different times for signing helped immensely. No kidding.
That helped a lot.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys realized that. Yeah. What did Brandon think of Dragon Con? He loved it. As much as I could when we had so basically after the pin giveaway, it turned into like a normal browsing situation where people would come in and out of booth and we weren't constantly inundated.
So it wasn't like a huge line of mass of people the whole time.
I would let Brandon go and look at different vendors. And he wanted to make some purchases. But he was fantastic. Oh yeah, you met Theo. Ashley, she met Theo.
Yeah. That's my nephew.
Yeah, Brandon is a sweetie. He's phenomenal. He did a fantastic job. Even before setup, he helped me here in town.
Yeah, here in Florida.
Get canvases ready. We drove up together.
Pins and packages and everything.
Yeah,
and
so
all the detailed stuff.
Yeah, everybody likes Brandon.
Yay,
they said he did a great job.
Great.
Yesterday was the best time we've had at a signing. Says, Tigger. I'm so happy. It was great to meet a bunch of people from Twitch.
Yeah.
The heat was brutal, but seeing Jasmine was well worth it.
Aw, thank you.
Well, that's
a hot day out.
Well, good. We're trying to make our events better and better.
Yeah.
Feedback is good.
Yeah,
we always especially you guys here at Twitch and you regulars.
Yeah.
Since you've been to other shows, you know what would be better. The one shows that we can't do too much to because Disney has control and they have the virtual queue, which is working pretty well.
Wonderground.
Will be next week.
Yeah, next weekend.
Wonderground.
I'll be back at Disney Springs. It will be at Wonderground Gallery this time, over in the co-op.
Oh, and Mimi loves Brandon too.
Oh, good. Yay, Brandon.
People are asking about prints, about the your elephant.
Oh, my little elephant one. Yeah, I'm as you can tell. I'll see if I can show it to the camera a bit more.
You're probably gonna finish that.
I will probably finish it tonight, and if I do, I'll finish working on another little mini painting I worked on with a little cardinal. But yeah, she's coming along nice. Since I've been up here last, I've added some flowers in her hair, and I also started putting some braids in her hair and made her hair kind of really long. But almost like a Rapunzel thing, but not quite.
Oh, yeah, Tigger saw us at Wonderground.
Oh.
Brandon and I, he likes pins, believe it or not.
Yeah. Hey.
So we went to the Disney pin trader.
Oh, yeah.
He has a fondness for Chip and Dale.
Aw.
And we're trying to see if there's a new Chip and Dale pin, but there weren't. Blob Help says I was a trooper. Were you there, Blob Help?
At Pop or at
yeah, because Blob Helps at California
or at Dragon Con.
Yeah, Dragon Con. Jane says she loves the hair.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm really liking how it's turning out. I'll probably finish it tonight, and if that's the case, I think our next print release will be on Tuesday, and that will be Ninja Dragonlings 3. We're gonna have the print release for the website and everything, and then it will probably either be the Elephant or maybe Dice Dragonling Princess. That was the dice one that I had been working on for Dragon Con. I think I was working on that last broadcast, right? I was working on Dice Dragonling Princess.
trying to remember. I don't know.
The one that held the dice. I think it was because it was like right before Dragon Con, and I had to finish it up quickly. But here's the print. We sold the original painting at Dragon Con, but she turned out really cool, and we'll have the prints and everything of her canvases, etc. up on strangeling.com probably within the next week.
Okay, yeah, and if anybody is interested in the Ninja Dragonlings masterpiece, we do have a spot available.
We have one more of the Ninja Dragonlings 3 masterpiece editions. They're $595, 18 by 24. They'll be hand embellished.
Just send us an email.
Just send us an email. The original of both of these have been
sold. And if you are a Patreon 10 plus, you'll get that discount.
Get your 10% off. Yeah.
So I think domestic it's $20 shipping, and it's $535.50
if you have your Patreon.
If you have your Patreon discount, which makes it a $555.
Yeah, that works out.
So, but they're beautiful. 18 by 24.
Yeah, they
ready to hang.
Really cool. But yeah, the original for both of those.
There's Jasmine's email. Just shoot us an email, and I will contact you soon.
Yeah. Now we've already sold way sold out the elephant.
The elephant one is super crazy popular.
we had many times over the amount of people.
Yeah, there's more backup people than initial.
Than we actually make of the canvases. So, and the original painting, we have a lot of people on the list for the original painting also that I'm working on right now. But we are still taking backups for either one, either the masterpiece or for the
Jasmine
original. Yeah.
Pop Art Gal says, I'm thinking of doing a Vampirina and an Addams Family drawing. I'd love to see your take.
You know,
I didn't know. I'm trying to subtly.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I have a project coming out that is licensed with the Addams Family. That is through the Hamilton collection. It's still in the works. It has not been publicly advertised or anything, so it's still under
basically
wraps,
what we need from you guys, since Jasmine's Munsters did well.
Yes.
Now, in my opinion, and I don't know about you guys, I think that the Addams Family is probably more popular than the
Probably. I like the Addams Family better than Munsters, and I know there's a new movie of the Addams Family coming out. That's probably what they're piggybacking on, but
maybe I'm very fond of the Raul Julia.
Oh yes, me too. Yeah. Angelica Houston.
Superfit Diva really wants you to do Jessica Rabbit. Can you explain how the process works briefly with Disney?
With Disney, I tell Disney characters I would like to paint, and I tell them lots and lots of characters I would like to paint. Then I get a contract in the mail from Disney, and they tell me which one I get to paint. So I don't often know who I'm going to paint next, but Jessica Rabbit is on my list of characters I would like to paint, so... Almost all the characters are, though. So I kind of want to paint everybody eventually. So it basically has to do with when Disney thinks it's a good time for that specific character to have merchandise or have prints at the gallery. So it's not up to me, but it's up to Disney. But she's definitely on my list.
Yeah, people are fans of Addams Family in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, Blob Help, you were there. Now forgive me. I didn't
Oh, at Dragon Con?
Yeah, you didn't introduce yourself as Blob Help, I think. So sometimes it's hard for me to, say, or if you could describe yourself to me.
I'm the one.
Because I see all these names in the room, and sometimes people say I'm so and so, and it's.
Well, he won. Didn't he win a prize?
Yeah.
So you might know his name.
Yeah, he won a pin.
Yeah.
So that's got sent out recently.
Yay.
After all that Dragon Con stuff out of the way, I can get caught up on anything that's behind.
Yeah.
So it's a really good time for me as far as getting things done.
Yeah.
Dragon Con is our last big show of the show season. Which typically,
as far as shows that we have to provide the merchandise for, yeah, because we'll still have tons of Wonder,
and
then we've got the Renaissance Festival.
Renaissance Festival is
coming up. Yeah,
constantly a big.
It's going on now already, but I'm there for a couple of weekends. I'm there the weekend of the 21st and of the 28th, I think.
Correct. 21st, 22nd, 28th, and 29th.
Yes, those 4 days I will be there for sure in person at the Kansas City Renaissance Festival of September. And I will actually be painting. This year they have it set up a little different. I have scheduled autographing times, and then I also have scheduled painting demonstration times. So I will be doing that in person, weather permitting, in front of our little shop there at the Renaissance Festival in Kansas City.
Lauren said it was awesome to meet you, and you remember her, Jasmine. She's an artist also.
Yes. That's always extra cool.
Oh, hi, Tina. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Now that the cons are over, when will the Poe pins be started?
I don't know.
Well, Jasmine, actually, did you want to mention something about...
Oh, I will. I'll show those pins. But yeah, well, it's not that the cons are not over. The thing is, I'm still going to be gone a lot because I am going to pretty much every weekend for the next 2 months almost. I have to be in a different state or country.
Right, we'll have Glastonbury.
Yeah, we'll have
the Ren Fair.
I'm in Bath,
Wonderground.
in the UK. I'm in Glastonbury in October. Both of those are in October in England. Then I've got Wonderground next week, and then the last 2 weekends of September I'm in Kansas City for the Renaissance Festival. So I don't know. I don't have any idea when I'll be able to paint 5 new pin paintings.
So Blob
maybe
Help
next
says,
year. I don't
Blob
know.
Help says someday I'll reveal myself.
Oh, okay.
Cryptic.
So
The cons are
were
never over.
lurking. Yeah.
The cons are never over, and the pros hardly ever come.
But speaking of pins, though, I was going to show you guys the Faces of Fairy. I have a new set. Where did I put those?
Well, it'll be great to see you there, Leela, at Glastonbury.
Oh, yes.
We're excited.
Looking forward to that. Glastonbury is always a fun. Oh, here it is. I stuck it in my book. But this is just the mock-up. The pins are not finished yet. But these are the next of the Faces of Fairy, the little metal square pins that we do a limited edition of 250 of. These are the ones we're doing. We decided to do Halloween ones. So it's got 4 different of my Faces of Fairy. This is just printed on a piece of paper. I just wanted to show you guys like what size they'd be, etc. Just like the first set I did of the 4 metal. They're like solid metal in their full color. They're not enamel. They're not like the line art ones. They're the full color ones. There's a little winged pumpkin one, and there's one with a witch, and it has a raven in it. There you go, Leela. There's a jack-o'-lantern one with little candy corns, and there's a little witch with a black kitty cat.
People they said that's a great group of Faces of Fairy.
Yeah, and they will be, like the other ones, they'll be numbered out of 250.
I like the one with the glowing winged pumpkin.
Yeah, that's...
Where did you get that idea?
You know, I can't remember if that was one I did as a custom for somebody, or... I'm not sure.
Jess, we're going to be at Epcot in January.
I'll be at Epcot for the International Festival of the Arts.
We don't have 100% sure on the pop booth, but it'll probably happen.
They'll probably, usually I'm there part of the time with the
year?
Wonderground tent and part of the time at Pop. What's that?
The 4th year?
Is it the 3rd or the 4th year?
I don't know, guys, but I'm learned my lesson over the last 3 years. I am bringing a jacket.
Yeah. January, even it's on the lake in January at nighttime, and even in Florida.
Yeah, those of you who see me at events usually see me in a t-shirt and shorts and flip-flops.
Yeah.
That's sometimes a mistake at the Epcot. It does get cold
in January at nighttime on the lake.
It's the wind.
Yeah, the wind will get you.
But yeah, so did we talk about did you hold up the Canvas Cutie prize?
I didn't. That's the other. Is that the second prize we're giving out? Is the Canvas Cutie?
Yes.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and is it the
Faces of Fairy 170, which is like our baby Azrael that our poor dead baby kid.
He's on one of the pins too. Anyways, what our second prize today, I'll autograph this, of course, also, is one of our Canvas Cuties. A lot of you guys at DragonCon know about our Canvas Cuties, and you Patreon people know about Canvas Cuties. They're little canvases that we basically make out of leftover scraps of canvas and leftover scraps of wood. It started off as like a recycling sort of initiative that we had leftovers, and I was like, oh, let's make little tiny canvases out of them. So we do these. They're usually only available at shows and live events, except for Patreon patrons. Even like the $1 level Patreon people, you can always go on my website and you can buy them any day or night. There's
yes, and
hundreds to choose from.
By the way, and I've talked to you some of you people at DragonCon. I know that there's a queue, and I talked to Amy today.
Lovely.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, about certain requests for Canvas Cuties.
Oh yeah.
So I am going to start making those requests. Now, what I'll do is if I see one that's iffy and Jasmine might need to help me out with creating the image, I'll let you know. But if we can't make it, I'll also let you know.
Yeah, some paintings aren't
any
good
Faces of Fairy we definitely can.
Yeah, anything that's a square or something that can be cropped.
The ones that
into
we'd
a
make
square.
10 by 10s at pop gallery in our shows we can always do.
Well, one, for example, that wouldn't be a good one is like Ninja Dragon Link. Since there's 2 characters, if you were to cut this big rectangle into a square, you'd either cut off the head of the top ninja or you'd cut off the head of the bottom ninja.
Ninja Dragon Link's one.
So it's, yeah.
We were able to do that. They were close enough.
They were close enough together in Ninja Dragon Link's 1, but not Ninja Dragon Link's 3. So that's an example of one that wouldn't make a canvas cutie, because you just put your hand like this and look at it, make a square. Look at a painting and see if a square on it anywhere would look good, or if there's like a big white spot off to the side, or one of their heads is cut off, then it's not going to be a square.
Will Dice Queen be able to be a
let's see, Dice Dragon Link Princess?
Yeah.
She can be, again, if you look at a square, you might
nice to ask Jasmine.
You might have to cut off the top of her head,
you'd miss the dice.
Or you'd lose the dice. So that might be a tougher one.
I think as long as you get the dragon, you get 2 dice in there. I think that's pretty good.
A lot of my favorite part of the painting though really is the still life
translucency
of all the clear dice
agree.
that took me forever to paint. So it
those are gorgeous.
Yeah, it turned out really nice, but
it's been a dicey.
It's very
dicey last few weeks.
Yes, it sure has been.
But it's always good to ask.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, too, if you just make a little square with your hands and look at the picture on your phone or on your computer or anything, or print, and to see what gets cut off. Like this one here, I can probably do a square of. You'd have to lose that side, probably lose part of his ear, but you get the main part.
Okay, Jasmine, so we have 2 questions about pins.
Yeah.
And Leela wants to, and I could almost say yes to both, but Leela wants to know if there'll be a special pin for glass.
There will be, yeah.
There will be. Don't you be sorry to ask, Leela.
Oh, that's fine.
This is what this is for.
Yeah. Sparkling Rose Fairy.
Sparkling Rose Fairy. And then it would be dependent on whether or not 100% if Pop has a tent there. People are asking already about the Epcot.
Yeah, it depends whether or not Pop Gallery has a tent there. I know Wonderground Gallery will be having a tent there. Pop Gallery has always had a tent there for all the previous years, but they don't confirm it until closer to the event. So when it gets closer to January, I mean, September now. When it gets closer to January, we'll know.
Oh, yeah, and we won't shut up about it.
Yeah.
So we'll...
Because it would be Pop Gallery that would have the pins, because Disney just makes Disney pins.
Let me ask you, Jasmine, do you remember at Epcot if how we had that event exclusive pin? Did we have the pin itself for sale?
The pin was for sale there because it goes for 2 months, kind of like the Renaissance Fair.
That's what it was.
You can't hand them out 100 of them because they'd be gone for the next 2 months. So they actually make one for sale.
Okay, so I see. That's how you plan it.
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever you go to the Ren Fair, for example, I mean, you people that experienced
like
Pop last night, you had to.
You get a free one.
Also at Dragon Con.
Yeah, Dragon Con you get a free one.
You just make a purchase.
It's a weekend, you know.
Then you get the pin.
Yeah, if it goes for months and months, if we had 100 pins or 200 pins, it would be ruined for everybody else.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So there are 2 types of event exclusives in this regard. One, you just pay for the pin outright.
Yeah. And those are kind of good because you can buy. I think they limit people. Like I think the Ren Fair is a limit of 5. I forget what the limit is.
That's not bad.
Yeah. You can buy 5 of them, and then you can trade them with your friends.
And then we typically we have.
Here's the Ren Fair one too. I don't think I've shown her.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. Well, we saw one last night.
Huh?
Somebody brought it in,
had
and
one.
I was like, wow.
Oh yeah, from the Ren Fair. Yeah, but yes, Alan and Autumn. I don't know how good this camera is.
5 per person per day.
Oh, okay. 5 per person per day. I don't know if that's like if the Pop Gallery one's like that too, or the Epcot one or whatever. But...
Hey, Shaylee.
Hi, Shaylee. But yeah, little Alan and Autumn.
Yeah, we got 101 viewers. I just rolled down.
All right. Maybe
thanks, because it's kind of a slow time of year, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, usually September is notoriously slow for everything. But except at Pop Gallery last night, man.
Jasmine,
busy.
Does Sparkling Rose Fairy have any historical significance?
Sparkling Rose Fairy is actually, I haven't showed off the design for that one yet. She is a variant on one of my early pins that was Rose Fairy.
Okay, I'll pull that up.
Yeah.
I will go to...
She's actually one of the icons, I think, here at Twitch.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do then.
But
it's an icon that I have.
That Matt probably
and you'd
has,
have to be a 2-tier person.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
So,
but, Yeah, she's a variant off of Rose Fairy, but she's got a completely different palette. So it's the same mold as, or I had to do the line art again because it was an older one that I didn't save the mold for, but it's a variant of that one. And it's pink glitter instead of like red roses. It's
that
like
is so
super
cool.
sparkly pink glitter.
I'm going to like that one.
Yeah, and she's got kind of silvery hair.
I found out I'm a sucker for the glitter.
Yeah, the glitters are, well, I think the theme for Glastonbury is like fairy sparkles or something, so I wanted to do something that had sparkles.
Well, I know everyone, since your diehard fans know that I wrote the story for Oak and Mead,
yeah.
So they think that that's why it's my favorite pen. But I promise you, it's because it sparkles.
Because it sparkles.
And I also like the glow in the dark ones.
Oh yeah,
can you show how the new?
I haven't even shown him the pin of the month yet.
Up.
Shoot, yeah, it's a lot of pin talk, man. Let's see.
Oh, I mean, we're only 39 minutes in. We're kind of throwing a lot of people.
Yeah, we are. There's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, we have these will be shipping out in just a few days. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably I'd say the latest I would be shipping the last ones out would be Thursday.
Okay, so this week, if you are a Patreon pin tier pin collector, this will be the pin of the month. Is Halloween Night, and she is super cute and she glows in the dark. I don't know if I can get it to glow in the dark. Like, it's still pretty bright in my studio, but maybe if I put her by the light and turn off the light. So I put up
put up the Rose Fairy.
Oh yeah.
In the meantime, people can look at that link and kind of get a better idea.
Pretend she's got silver hair and a sparkly pink.
That sounds wonderful.
Over. Yeah. I'll bring over the artwork for her. If not this Twitch, then next time.
Tigger says we stopped by Wonderground this morning and we're told that they're going to have lots of things for Jasmine signing on Saturday. Is there anything new? I think that Madame Leota
will be the newest thing that's there. But they are stocking up on a lot of the other ones that they might have been out of last time. So
right.
That's worth looking at. Let's see if I can turn off my lights here. If this will even work. It might be too bright in here still. Sorry. Does it work yet? It's working a little bit. I don't know if you can tell.
That's so cool.
Yes, the pumpkin
glows.
So
the zigzag line that's the top, like his little hat comes off, that glows. The two eyes, the nose, and the smile.
And his mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And that is the Patreon, or it's the pin of the month for September.
That'll work really good with the last Halloween's pin.
Yeah. Well, last year too, I made a Halloween pin for October, but by the time people got it, it was already, almost.
Oh, Tigger said they couldn't come and they didn't want to miss out on anything.
Oh, gotcha.
No, basically it's it's
just like a meet and greet signing thing for Disney
greet signing.
Stuff, so. But yeah, I like how she turned out. She's so cute.
They've had a lot of luck with that virtual queue.
Yes, the virtual queue.
I've heard good things from fans.
Nice.
What did you guys think about the virtual queue?
As opposed to at Wonderground. Pop Gallery has just a regular wait in the sun.
Oh, hey Erica, how's it going?
Hey. Just adding some final details on here. Mostly shadows under some parts of her hair. I'm going to glaze over some of the areas with brighter yellow mixed with water.
What? Club Cool's closing?
Oh, Did you know that? I didn't know that. I'm surprised Theo didn't tell me.
I want to get some Beverly before it's over.
You can get it at...
yeah, that's true. I can get it at
the Coca-Cola place at Disney Springs, yeah.
So Tigger loves a virtual queue. I've heard good things.
Yeah, virtual queue.
You sign in for Jasmine's line, basically. You go off, hang out with the family, have some chocolate, get a glass of wine, go shopping at the Disney store, go to the Void and be a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Oh, I looked and saw exactly where the Void was.
Oh, good.
I slightly misinformed you. I told you had to go into Once Upon a Toy.
Yeah.
But what they did is they they put a big wall and turned Once Upon a Toy into a third as big as it was.
Oh, yeah.
And then on the side of that, if you continue to the street, you'll see the Void.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, it's the boutique.
Gotcha.
For little girls turning princesses.
Yes.
What is it? What's going to be the pin for October? Wow.
Oh, October is actually Senora. The Egyptian girl.
I'll do is I'll pull up the normal image for that.
It's not her and her cat. It's just a portrait of her. It's kind of like a shoulders up. It has her she has a really cool Egyptian scarab beetle necklace, and it's kind of like from her necklace and shoulders up, and her ankh earrings. And
so this will give you an idea.
Yeah.
Based on Jasmine's description there.
Yeah, so picture Senora, but as a portrait from her shoulders up. Not holding Tigrio, who's my kitty cat.
Horribly symmetrical.
Yeah.
Wonderfully symmetrical. Yeah. I was peeking over Jasmine's shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
When I was
working on that one. Yeah. So I'll print out, or I'll bring over the line art for it.
We are getting a tremendous amount of followers on Twitch. Thank you everybody for following.
Thank you everybody.
You guys rock.
You guys are awesome. But yeah, for those of you who are not yet pin members up at Patreon, I would recommend it because if you sign up now, you'll get the little Halloween glow-in-the-dark one, and where's Lemon Yellow Mask? Oh, here she is. Yay! And also you get the Patreon exclusive pin. I don't know if it's too bright to show her, but she's the little superhero girl with the yellow and the lemon.
It's a superhero for Florida.
Yeah, they're all citrus themed here. But so you get both these pins, and you get the Strangeling lanyard, and you get all the other Patreon things, and you get a new pin every month, and other Patreon pins, and all sorts of good stuff. And you can buy Canvas Cuties online.
It's funny that you say cuties. Remember, Jasmine? I was at the grocery store, and Jasmine said, "Get some cuties." And for those of you who don't know what a cutie is, it's like a tiny little orange.
Like a little tangerine orange.
A little tangerine orange.
Yeah.
So I was going to get some, and they didn't happen to have cuties, and they had an alternative. And I said something about cuties, and Jasmine thought I was talking about Canvas Cuties.
Well, my last text to you had been about Canvas.
Yeah, I know.
Cuties, so it was, you just called them cuties.
Yeah, so sometimes I do that. So Jasmine thought I was talking about Canvas Cuties. I
sure did.
And I was talking about that, but we ended up getting just normal oranges because they ran out of
Yes.
And that's weird.
And the Mandarin ones, they looked all weird and squishy.
Yeah, they were a little bit squishy. So, and Jasmine's like, "Isn't this Florida? Where are our cuties
Where's
at?"
my citrus?
It's a shameful day if we looked at the back of an orange and it said it was from California or something.
Yeah.
Like,
like half our economy here.
Well, I would say the best oranges I've had personally, I think it was some from Brazil. Did Brazil have it?
They have oranges.
And I like Florida oranges too. They're sweet.
Yeah.
And they're good. California oranges are nice and big.
Yeah, they have like those navel oranges.
Yeah, but I'm sure that through science we can grow whatever anywhere in one of those citrus states.
Yeah, you can grow them in orangeries too.
Yes. That's one of my favorite words. I love orangery. That usually means I'm going to see art.
Yeah.
Yeah, people...
Or a restaurant.
Yeah. I don't know if Jasmine finds this, but at least using acrylics doesn't stain your fingers. Using oil has for me.
Yeah, it won't stain
Shaylee.
my fingers. It sticks on them a lot, so I periodically throughout the broadcast get up and I have a steel wool scrubby brush thing that I just go to town on with my fingers, and that gets the acrylic paint off. Because it will start to build up and it will turn into a piece of plastic, but it will come off clean. It won't stain it, at least. Yeah, this is coming along nicely. I'm gonna start putting, you can see I painted in one of the earlier stages of this. I've done several paintings since then, but I think I started this one like 6 weeks ago on Twitch, and I have kind of rays of light coming through, and as I've been building up more and more green on top of it, I'm kind of losing the original rays of light, so I'm gonna be going in and adding a little bit more white and yellow and washing it in with a bunch of water on top of it. And after that, this will be more or less done. I might add a few more hints of color, maybe a bit more shading in her hair, but she is getting close to be done.
We're about 13 minutes to raffle.
Oh, okay.
So feel free, if you guys already haven't,
Elephant.
exclamation raffle, as that Nintendo guy knows.
Yeah.
Do you have one of those handy? Those are hilarious.
I had one right over. I had it when we were talking about.
You know what? I
put it on my purse when I was at Dragon Con.
Oh. Okay.
It might still be on my purse.
Yeah.
So I had it on my purse. I was just walking around with it, and people were like, "Well, what's that pen?" It was hard to explain.
Right now.
I think I might have taken it off when I went through security and stuck it in my carry-on bag.
What's this raffle, ma'am?
But yeah, I did miss the last day at Dragon Con because the Orlando airport was closed for a few days, and I was supposed to be flying back at the time they were closing the airport due to the hurricane. So I had to fly out Sunday, right after I did my signing. I was a little frazzled. I was like, okay, I've got to literally run to the airport right after my signing, and I got to the Orlando airport 2 hours before it closed when I got back from Atlanta. It was nuts, and we thought the hurricane was coming to get us, and I was buying all these flats of bottled water and
Hey, you know what? Now we have a bunch of paper towels and bottled water.
I know. We got all those peanut butter and granola bars and.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna fetch a granola bar for myself. I'm really hungry.
That's fine, baby.
I had one of those Impossible Whoppers for lunch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you think it? I mean, the first time I saw one, I forgot how big restaurant.
Like fast food restaurant.
Yeah, hamburgers were. If you guys haven't tried the Impossible Whopper, please do. It's so good. It's so good.
We're vegetarians, so we like that sort of thing. But even our meat eating friends have liked the Impossible Whopper. So they're not. Yeah, you have to ask for it without mayonnaise if you're vegan. Yeah, and then it's vegan. I don't like mayonnaise anyway, so I always ask for things without mayonnaise. Although I do kind of like some vegan mayonnaises, like aioli sometimes that are vegan. I like those. I just don't like. I don't like eggs. I don't eat eggs, so it's like. I'm
gonna save this last coconut almond.
Thank you. I like those. I've been eating one of those every morning.
Lilo was talking about them.
Ha. Probably so. No, I like that. Those coconut almond Fiber One bars are really, really good. But yeah, I bought them for the hurricane. I've already eaten like all of them.
Oh, that's good.
Well, they're a good snack I can have in the
afternoon. The ones you have here, the Fiber One ones?
Yeah.
They're good. They have vitamins and stuff in them. So
yeah.
They're actually good for you.
And well, they're a good snack for me to have when I'm working too, because it's not real messy and I can just eat it when I'm painting.
We got out of pop about 10:45, didn't we? Yeah.
It was a little after 11, I think, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Those are pretty late. There were some people who had pre-reserved their copies of the Alice book, but were not there in person, like folks who lived out of town. I was signing all the books after the signing to sign all the ones that had to go out in the mail. Being shipped all over the world. We will eventually have the Alice in Wonderland coloring books too up on strangeling.com. It won't be until the end of this month though, because I have to physically go to Kansas City where the books are and I have to sign them. Because unless the book's by me, I can't sign it. So if you order it from Amazon and it ships from hundreds of warehouses from around the world, I'm not at those hundreds of warehouses to sign them. So, well, some people I think don't. It's something you probably don't think about, but it's like, why aren't the ones on Amazon signed? I'm like, they get them from the publishers in Australia, and then they go to Amazon warehouses. I'm not like making them. I think some folks are used to, a lot of artists maybe self-publish coloring books, and maybe they make them print them out themselves. I don't know what they do. But if you have a publisher, they come from a publisher and like a factory, and they go to distributors and Amazon and all that. Yeah.
What are you going to switch over to after you finish this piece?
I have a little mini painting that I've been working on. Is that going
to be sold here?
It's not one I'm going to sell on here. It's actually, okay. I'm trying to get some more mini paintings, in the Patreon shopping area of strangeling.com. Before DragonCon and all the hubbub, I was trying to, once a week, put some mini paintings up there for the Patreon people to buy.
Those last the whole 2 seconds.
Yeah, they disappear after a few seconds. So don't ask me what time I'm going to post them, because I don't know yet. But I'm going to try to get a few mini paintings to pop up there on the website. So that will be something. That's another one of the Patreon perks. You can actually buy mini paintings online.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Nice. That would be even $1.
Yeah, that's even the $1.
It gets you in the
Patreon
door.
Thingy. Yep, gets you in the door.
And then if you want that massive discount, let's say you were going to buy a masterpiece.
Or an original painting.
Or an original, yeah, original painting.
Well, you get 10% off of your 10%. Patreon 10 member. So if you buy something that costs $10,000, you saved $1,000.
Yeah, I think
and you paid $10.
If you bought the Devil, you get $950.
Yeah, it'd be $950 off. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. It's if you ever buy canvas prints, it pays for itself.
Well, thank you so much, P Love, for the bits. Was that
lovely magic noise? It was bits. Yay! Well, thank you for turning the sound on, because originally I wasn't hearing the magic noise.
Has there been more mini paintings since the first uploading? We did 2.
We did
2 rounds.
I did 2 rounds of mini paintings.
We did it funky at first. It was and we warned everyone.
Yeah, we didn't know how it was going to work, and it was letting multiple people add the same painting.
But we took care of, and I'm sure people in the room, we took care of everyone.
Yeah.
In the end, the second time, I made it so where with a little help from Sonia.
Yeah, Sonia's my website admin /
I had it so if someone added an item to their shopping cart, it would not. It was impossible for anyone else to put it in the shopping cart.
Which is why, for example, with the metal pins.
Oh my gosh!
Which it's important that it works that way though, because otherwise
we'd oversell it. And
1,000 people would add them, and there's only 250 going around. It would.
I don't know. Impossible. I think I'd leave the country.
I think I'd run away and hide forever. But
I'd go find those cuties from Brazil.
Yeah, really. How long does it let you keep something in your shopping cart before it reverts and let somebody else get it?
I think I currently have it set at 6 minutes.
6 minutes? Okay.
Some people said that it took them a while to check out. I might up that a little.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we might change it to like 10 minutes.
Here is my yes, Leela. Go ahead and send us your special order for Glastonbury. I can.
Oh yeah.
I can plan on it now, particularly if you want any of those.
Yeah,
minis.
I'll be making the event page too, probably tomorrow for the coloring book, the Coloring Heaven event that is happening in Bath, England, and that's next month.
That's very exclusive, mind you.
It's very exclusive. I think, what is it, 50 people?
It's probably already sold out.
It's probably already sold out. I feel
we are not giving away anything.
We're not getting that. There's nothing exclusive there. No, that's not true.
What? Wait,
they're doing an exclusive coloring page that they were handing out.
Okay, I apologize. There'll be one exclusive
like coloring
page.
tutorials and stuff like that. But and then Glastonbury is also next.
And Glastonbury will have exclusive things.
That one will
That's
have
the
a
week.
special pin. Yeah.
Excuse me, the week before. And what's cool is we'll get to spend more time in that area.
Yeah.
And get to explore more. I think that we should try to go on a longer walk.
Oh, I love walking
like beyond
around
the tour.
that part
Maybe
of
we
the
can go see the trees.
Oh yeah.
We have a question there. Let's see.
And
did you say you were doing something else in England besides Glastonbury? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Janet, the Bath.
Yeah, Bath. The magazine Coloring Heaven, which is a very popular coloring magazine in England, they are having like a coloring book convention masterclass thing, and they've got some like professional colorists that are going to be there, and they're going to have like Q&A sessions, and they're going to have me there like signing coloring books, and they're giving away coloring pages.
It's only like 2 hours. It's
only a few hours long. Yeah. It includes like tea. It's England.
We're pretty much just putting up as the event page because it's an event.
It's an event that I'll be at.
I think that a lot of people who are used to our more con events or our Glastonbury events, it's not the same thing.
It's more of like a class.
I don't think you're missing out.
And
if you don't make
and
it,
there are
if you
are really into coloring, and some of you might be going to it. If you Google Coloring Heaven, it's spelled the British way, COLOURING Heaven, and Bath, BATH, it will probably bring up the event that's happening.
Right. I think they already had a little media page for it.
Yeah, they had a press release already, so it might already be sold out. It had 50 tickets to it.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
Are the wonderful Flame Tree calendars going to be on our site soon, Strangeling.com?
They probably won't be on Strangeling.com. We never buy them for the website. I don't think we've ever sold our calendars. The reason being, I never know how many to buy, and once it turns into 2020, nobody wants the calendar anymore.
You know what's funny, Jasmine? You and I.
Yeah.
The events that we put on, not Amber.
Yeah.
It's never calendar time.
No,
we never because like it
we used to have them at Dragon Con. I used to have they used to give me we'd have giveaways, and I would have like 10 or 20 calendars, and I'd give them away. But I have a new company doing my calendars now. And
Flame Tree, they're wonderful.
Yeah, they're awesome, and they
Okay, you guys are gonna love the new Flame Tree calendar.
The new calendar is extra cool. They do have them at Pop Gallery, and it is on Amazon now.
And I think halfway through the Ren Fair, we're going to have them.
Yes, and the Ren Fair will be getting them at the Ren Fair, but we won't have them on Strangeling.com.
Yeah, and Pop Gallery will
Pop Gallery will ship though, or you can buy them at Amazon has them.
Amazon is going to be your cheapest option.
think it's like $7 on Amazon. I don't even think if I wanted to buy them, I think they cost me more than $7, so I would just buy them from Amazon.
Sometimes they're almost at wholesale prices.
Yeah, sometimes Amazon's prices are cheaper than what I would pay if I bought them from the factory. That's why it's hard for people like me to make money when Amazon's around.
I'm very much looking forward to tea time at the coloring event.
Yes, I think that's awesome.
That's going to be my favorite.
I think it's hilarious that they're going to have tea time there.
How hard is it for you to decide when a painting's done?
What's that?
How hard is it for you to decide when a painting's done? When do you finally say it's done?
Well, when something like this, if I would say, oh, well, part isn't done yet, because originally that corner was brighter, but I put too many layers of green, so I want it to be a bit brighter. Sometimes it's really obvious. Like, I'll show the other one I'm working on, the little mini painting I'll be working on later. I've painted the character in, but obviously, you know, her eyes are done, etc. But the little bird she has just looks like a scribbly little drawing of a bird. So I'm gonna keep painting till it has the same level of realism that the rest of the painting does. Or like there's a gray flower, I want to make it red.
Don't know much about birds. That would be a cardinal.
Yeah, this will be a little cardinal. But and like I just kind of have a drawn-in flower that I haven't even started to paint yet. So when everything has the same level of detail and looks finished, then it's done. I already have, when I start a painting, I usually kind of know in my head how it's going to look. So it's not like I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to add another elephant over here. I kind of already have the idea for it in my head when I start drawing it out with my paintbrush. So yeah, I've never really run into a thing. It depends how you paint and what sort of subject matter you paint, because I do have artist friends who will think they're done with the painting, go back to it 4 years later, and then change something in it, and especially oil painters will do stuff like that. But with mine, I usually have a very set idea of what it will look like, and I just keep painting till it's done. Or with something, if it's Disney and I've had to give them a color rough, or already had to show them a sketch, I just have to make it look like the original idea and match
People
the colors.
are so gaga over the elephant.
Oh, really? And he's so cute.
Well,
I just think he's adorable.
Baby elephants are
one
the
of the
cutest creatures on the planet.
World.
So I got a couple questions, Jasmine.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna I'll let you I'll ask you one.
Okay. Oh, wait. Is that the alarm
Yes.
for the
So
first?
I'll take care of this,
giveaway?
but
Okay.
let's while I'm talking to Moobot here.
Okay.
Will you have a December event pop gallery pin?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
So just to make it clear, event by event, we've got coming up. We have the Ren Fair has a special
The
pin.
Ren Fair has a special pin that you purchase there. The Ren Fair goes for 2 months,
Right.
so we don't do the giveaways.
Glastonbury
Glastonbury will have a special pin,
pop gallery event,
and Pop Gallery will have a special
and then
pin.
Epcot probably with pop
Epcot
gallery.
probably will if Pop Gallery has a tent there, and I won't
Right.
know that till they know that. But yeah, those will be the next ones that have special pins. Other than that, it'll be the usual, pin of the month, Patreon pins. The again, we've got coming out fairly soon will be the 250 limited edition set of these little square metal pins. This will be up at strangeling.com.
All right, I'm gonna choose a winner.
And this is for the Alice in Wonderland coloring
Let's
book.
see.
Yay!
Steph Ray 331.
Yay, Steph Ray!
All right, I'll put my little message in there. And I did not get that T-shirt at Spencer's because I haven't had a chance to go there yet. You know the silly shirt I have about the pyro.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
there are a series of shirts, and some are at Spencer's. Or was it? It wasn't Hot Topic. It was Spencer's. Yeah, that's right.
But man, it has Alice in the Van Eyck portrait in this one. That would be a fun one to color, and it even has like the chandelier and everything I painted in it, in the reflection in the window, the mirror. Sorry, I haven't looked at this a whole lot yet.
You lived it.
That's what I was gonna say. I painted
biography.
it, but I haven't physically, and I've signed a million of them last night, but I haven't actually gotten to look at things and color them. On the back, it shows some of them that they look like when they're like halfway colored in.
And the other question is, what sort of paintings do you use?
Oh, what sort of paints do you
Paints, yes.
Oh, what sort of
not
paints?
paintings, paints.
I was gonna say, well, they're my paints.
And Chris Darla's asking
I use acrylic paints. All my paintings are done in acrylic paints with water on wood or masonite panels, which is like a type of manufactured wood. Most of my paints I use are golden fluid acrylics. So they're already kind of watery, but I put a lot of water in my paints also when I'm painting with them, which is why it's very thin, and that's why I often have to bring out my hairdryer if it starts getting too soggy. I paint with my fingers a lot, and I use brushes. I use synthetic fiber brushes because I'm vegetarian. I don't use animal brushes, but mostly golden fluid acrylics. I have a handful of other types of paint. Depending on what painting I'm doing, there are some colors that I prefer, like Winsor Newton. They have like a really bright, like cyanotic green that I like, and there's a handful of other, Grumbacher sometimes, but almost all of my regular go-to paints are golden fluid acrylics.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
Sean says that Amazon won't have that Alice coloring book until January.
Are they in England?
I don't know.
Because it's up there now and you can buy it Prime.
I've ordered the Alice coloring book. It's coming from Australia.
Oh,
Amazon won't be selling it until January 2020.
If you are in England, Amazon will say that it is selling it. If you're on Amazon.co.uk, rather, it will say that it is coming in January. They have a different distributor there for Amazon than we do here. If you're in America, you can buy it today, and I think get it tomorrow on Amazon. And I think it's cheap up there too. I think it's cheaper than anywhere because it's Amazon, and it has free shipping. But if you live overseas, I would recommend ordering either directly from the publishers if you want it right now and you don't want to wait till January. You can get it at blueangelonline.com. Or if you go to Book Depository, they offer free worldwide shipping, and you can order from anywhere, and they will ship you a pretty cheap coloring book for free anywhere in the world, even if you're in England. So. But yeah, they come from Australia. The publishers are Australian, so we have to buy them.
We like working with
from Australia.
We like working with international companies a lot, don't we?
Well, a lot of traditional publishers are in England or Australia compared to America, it seems. America gets everything made in China, it seems like.
Alrighty. So next hour, what was our second prize? Was it Canvas Cutie?
Oh, Canvas Cutie, yeah, with the kitty cat. Oh ho ho. A cute little Canvas Cutie miniature canvas print. And they come when they're already wrapped on boards. They're black on the sides, and they come with a sawtooth on them, which means that you can just pop them up on a nail. You don't have to frame them. So they're really kind of fun to get a whole bunch of them. They're
Sean loves the Blue Angel coloring.
Oh yeah, Blue Angel does fabulous coloring books. The paper they use is great. I've used paint on them.
Blue Angel's pretty fab.
They're wonderful. They're the same people who make my Oracle decks also. And they did the first 3 of my coloring books.
Oh, Kimtra, definitely we'll make this a print on Strangeling.com.
Oh yeah, this will be up at Strangeling.com probably in the next week or two. Got to make sure it's finished and dry, and got to do color correction on the prints, make sure they look like the painting, and add it on the website and write all the blurbs and all that. But on Tuesday is when we're going to be releasing the Ninja Dragonlings 3, which a lot of you folks probably saw me paint up here before DragonCon. The original painting sold at DragonCon, but we'll have prints up at Strangeling.com as of Tuesday, Tuesday. And then probably later this week, might have Dice Dragonling Princess. That's another one. The original painting was sold at DragonCon. But we will have prints of her, and she will be up on Strangeling.com. We always ship worldwide. And then, depending on when I scan in and make the prints for the elephant painting, I'm calling it an Elephant Friend is the name of it. That will be probably the next 1 to 2 weeks at Strangeling.com also. And we always ship anywhere in the world.
Aw, I have 2 cats, brother and sister, Dagon and Hydra. Hydra is all black. Sounds like a cutie.
Oh, that's cute.
We haven't had a chance to watch The Dark Crystal yet.
No, I haven't. I'm looking forward to it. I've heard good things about it.
But yeah, that's definitely probably something that we'd watch together.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's on our Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's
I just saw Netflix was just trying to promote it to me, so
I like it because it sounds all puppety.
Yes. I know some of the people who worked on that, and it's very cool.
Oh, Sean says, unfortunately, I won't be able to get to Bath for Coloring at Heaven event, but I hope to come to see you on Whitby.
Oh,
what's in store for Whitby?
Whitby is during the Bath coloring event, so
okay.
I will not
be.
I can't be in the 2 places at once because one's in Yorkshire and
we
one's
will
in
have
so
products for sale, but
Paul, who runs Strangeling UK, will have his usual big booth set up. Everything. He'll have the coloring books too in Whitby, so you can always get them from StrangelingUK.com. Those will be coming in, and you can get them from Whitby and. That will probably be the new thing there. Also, Strangeling UK, Paul is getting a new pin. It's not a free one. It's one of the Strangeling UK ones that you can buy from Paul on StrangelingUK.com. And he will be at Whitby for 2 of the days. And then I think his partner Allison is taking over the booth in Whitby. And then Paul is coming all the way to Bath for the coloring book convention while I'm there that weekend. And he's going to be there for my little booth at the coloring thing. And then the subsequent weekend is Glastonbury, and Paul will be there with me in Glastonbury. So he's got to do 3 shows like in a week and a half. All over England too, at Somerset and Yorkshire. But I myself cannot be in 2 places at once, so I will be in Bath during that weekend.
Oh, that Nintendo guy got to go to the Biltmore.
Oh, that's fun.
It's funny because we were talking about that frame that I did years ago.
Yeah.
What painting was in that? Because after we looked at the Biltmore together on the phone, I was like, I remember that frame. That was like a million years ago, but I forget which painting.
I have 2. There are 2 frames that we've had that were reproductions of Biltmore estate frames. One of them was Looking Glass Queens, the one that had the mirror in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, they're actually in this book, in my coloring book, because
Mm-hmm.
it's Alice in Wonderland, or Through the Looking Glass.
Will we be doing Whitby next year?
I will probably be doing Whitby next year. Yeah, if for those who pay attention, I usually do Whitby every other year, and I usually do Glastonbury every other year.
Well, we'll see you then, Sean.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I think probably in the autumn one of next year, I believe.
Oh yeah, I like the Halloween.
Yeah, it's the Halloween one. Also, the spring one always lines up with. Is it the same time as MegaCon? I forget. It's the same time as something else, so that I have to do in Florida.
Yeah, I always say that the UK events are a labor of love when as far as doing the show. They're just great.
They're fun. The only thing is that could potentially impact it next year is my Corey Helford Gallery show is November 14th.
If we get our
2020.
If we get our stuff together, we have to plan for it.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That would be really hard.
You guys will probably see a lot of the paintings.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be working. Most of the paintings I'll be working on from here on out actually are going to be ones that will be going to my Corey Helford Gallery solo show, which is November 14th. It opens of 2020. I gotta do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because I'll have to probably, depending on how I get art out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say depending on how we ship the artwork out there or when they need it by. So yeah, they need it. Usually they need it like a couple weeks in advance, and that would be literally during Halloween.
And are you thinking about maybe in the summer doing something at Wonderground in
California?
California?
They're gonna have me do a takeover again next summer. I don't know when yet.
Okay, so if you guys don't know what that means, it's really awesome. Okay, so check it out. Those of you who have been to the Wonderground Gallery in California at Downtown Disney, it's a pretty sizable gallery.
It's big. It's not like the little one in the co-op here in Florida.
Basically, they transform the whole gallery into Jasmine's art. So
it's pretty neat. They even like the big 30-foot sign in the front. They like put my artwork on it.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
So
and they have me paint and stuff.
And
that's cool.
Yeah, that should be a fun event.
Yeah. I've done a handful of those. I split one.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, I shared one.
Yeah, and that worked out well.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll happen.
Another artist, maybe.
You know what's funny is I still made the same amount of.
You still made the same amount of
artwork
just for half the gallery. Oh wow, yeah.
But the takeover school, I'm telling you, here's how the takeover rocks. If you've ever felt like you didn't have enough time to spend with Jasmine, asking her about art or whatever.
Yeah.
At the takeover, she's. How many hours are you there?
I don't know. It's like working a triple shift every day.
I'm not even there. I'm like, see you later, Jasmine.
Yeah, it is a little tiring. But...
So she's there painting.
Yeah.
And, gosh, what did you paint? Did you paint Tiana there? Or what did you paint?
I painted Ursula at one of them.
Okay.
I painted Ariel at one of them.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah, I painted Ariel at one. I know I painted Ariel at one. And I painted Frost Dragonling there, too.
Oh, wow. Those are all really hot.
Those are ones I painted live at the Wonderground in California.
At any rate, you can go there and hang out with Jasmine for an hour.
Yeah, I know. It's like, if you ever want to get sick of me, you can go
that's what will happen eventually. It's like the whole
giant gallery is nothing but me and my Disney stuff. And,
it's kind of like right now.
And it has my non-Disney stuff, too, then.
Except I wouldn't be there, and you just kind of like watch Jasmine paint and ask her questions.
Yeah.
When is it takeover in California? Typically July or August or something.
It'll be during the summer of next year.
One of those hot months.
One of those hot months in California.
But it's not that hot in California.
I
don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
It feels like nothing to me. MegaCon has been as early as February some years.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Hopefully, well, we know when it is next year, right?
I forget though.
I do too.
I actually have to I have to book that again.
Oh gosh, I don't want to forget that.
So, but I have already 100% booked
DragonCon for sure. Okay. Well, I am just about not done. I'm going to put a little bit more glazing with a bit more white mixed with yellow. I'll scoot that over closer to the camera so maybe you can see what I'm doing better.
Brina says it would be impossible to get sick of you.
Oh.
Honestly, you can get sick of anyone on this planet.
Yeah, you can get sick of me. Yeah. I mean, I pretty much just kind of paint and talk about painting most of the time. So it's fun for a little while, but...
You do.
Yep. I've got a one-track mind. I'm taking some water and mixing it with some yellow.
Yeah, I'll contact MegaCon very soon.
Okay.
Let's
not forget that. That'd be awful.
We'll probably have the same spot.
We'll probably be in the same spot, yeah.
And now that we already know, I have to tell you guys also, America's Mart.
At DragonCon.
It was so easy to load in. What I didn't know is how to load out. I didn't understand how to do it. So I wasn't done. Brandon and I were still loading in. When did I text you finally?
It was like
11:30.
It was late. Yeah, like almost midnight.
And that's when I was done. And Brandon and I were just sitting there, and we ordered some Beyond Burgers from room service. So good. Those are vegetarian burgers. If you haven't had one, I really recommend it.
You're talking about also veggie burgers a lot, man. Yeah.
It's because it's so good. And I remember Todd at the gallery, said, hey, get an Impossible Whopper, but if you get the meal thing, it's cheaper. You get fries. And I was like, why do you want fries? And he said that, and I was like, you don't understand. I haven't been to a burger joint since I was like a kid.
Yeah.
So I want my fries. I can have them.
I've had one Impossible
I don't eat the Impossible Whopper for health.
No.
I eat it because it's yummy.
No, they have like 600 calories.
No, it's probably awful.
Yeah. I know, probably less if you get it up without the mayonnaise, though.
So April 16th through 19th is MegaCon. 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. 4 days? Is it always 4 days?
No, it's usually 3 days.
Isn't it usually 3 days, guys?
Yeah, it's usually 3 days. Is it going to be 4 days?
Or am I dumb? Was it 3 or 4 days last year?
I don't remember.
Or this year. I don't know.
Yeah, that was this year. Seems like a long time ago.
Impossible did an amazing meatball sandwich at Epcot for their Flower Festival. It was so good.
Oh, yes.
We had that one, didn't we?
We had it, but we didn't have it at Epcot. We got it when it was at the Food and Wine Festival at Disneyland, California. They did the Impossible meatball
it was 4 days.
Yes.
MegaCon was 4 days, Monkey.
Oh, was it? Shush.
Yeah. Sean says, your girls are known for their big features.
Yeah.
Mostly their hands.
Mostly their hair. They're big noses.
Big nose
art. That's what the elephant. Yeah.
That would be awesome. Big nose art. Is your inspiration based on dolls? And maybe talk about Blythe dolls. How much you love them?
Oh, I do like Blythe dolls a lot. Yeah. Not specifically. They're kind of just caricatures of, well, some of them are caricatures of me. Some of them are kind of based off nieces and nephews. But kind of, when I was a kid, I would do kind of more like anime, manga sort of things. But as I got better at painting, I just kind of took the proportions that you'd see on a cartoon or like in Disney or something and made it look more realistic. And when you have something that would usually be a flat kind of comic style and you make it look three-dimensional, it does kind of look doll-like because it suddenly gets round.
Also, you had some inspirations when you were a child with Margaret Keane.
Oh, yeah, Margaret Keane. Like, if you haven't seen the movie,
those probably go hand in hand with Blythe dolls.
Oh, yeah.
The whole Big Eye movement of the 60s.
Are Blythe dolls based off of Margaret Keane's?
I think it was just a movement.
Was it just a part of the Big Eye?
It's like, who's Impressionism? Who's that based off of?
Yeah, that's
true. It's impossible.
That's very true.
Is Margaret Keane an inspiration?
Oh, yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've got a
okay, what's funny is I know a lot of people don't know a lot about Margaret Keane. Sometimes people will come to the gallery thinking that Jasmine is, not realizing that Margaret Keane is in her 90s.
Yes, yeah, she's almost 100 years old.
And we tried to get her to come to
we were doing a show, the Big Eyes art show that was in Florida. She had artwork in it, but she was, again, she's probably 97 or something.
I'm going to check now. She's
gotta be, I think she's older than my grandma.
She was born in... Why would Google cut it right off where they're born?
I don't know.
1920. She's 91.
91.
She was born in 27.
Oh, wow.
Just before the Great Depression.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, Jasmine is not Margaret Keane.
No, I look pretty good for 91.
Yeah, that was the Big Eyes movie.
Yeah,
it was good. It was a Tim Burton venture.
Yeah, Tim Burton made that. Well, he was a big
who's
Margaret
done some
Keane
things
fan.
with Jasmine as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. a lot of mutual respect going on there.
Well, yeah. But that's funny because that, if you want to call her the grandma of that movement,
Yeah.
it really wasn't recaptured for years and years and years and
it was
years.
really popular in the 50s and 60s, and then like around like people like Mark Ryden and myself, people in the 1990s, it kind of got a rebirth a little bit with kind of pop surrealism mixed with Big Eye /
Right. A lot of people call the Big Eye thing. It's part of pop surrealism also.
Yeah, sure. Which, some of it, yeah.
Some of it. It's hard.
The surreal parts of it. Some of it just pop art.
Sean says, "I love Tim Burton's mad imagination." Yeah, I think he's stylistically brilliant. I mean, even the movies he's just touched, and you probably don't realize it's a Tim Burton. We're talking about one is Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't realize how much work he did on that.
Yeah.
Well, Cabin Boy is a gem. I think more people should like that movie.
A lot of people don't know that movie.
I do. It's great.
I know you do.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Glad.
But yeah, Tim Burton is great. I was wearing a Jack shirt yesterday at the show. Oh, I bought Brandon and I went for a walk because he wanted to buy some t-shirts at Uniqlo, and I bought this t-shirt. I don't know if
I'm gonna interrupt you because I'm gonna leave, and I'm just about done with this, and I'm gonna get this green stuff off my hand so I don't get on my cardinal painting. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
You can keep talking.
Oh, so I got a doll seam shirt. Oh, your husband loves Cabin Boy? That's excellent. I bet your husband is probably around my age. I think I'm 45. Yeah, I'm 45. Anyway, any of you guys play Street Fighter 2? There's a character named Dalsim. He's from India, and when he punches or kicks, his limbs extend really far. So it's this cute little shirt that says Dalsim on the top, and it has him doing his double punch sideways, and his arms go all the way to the back of the shirt, and it costs only $6. Okay, 38. He was the head of the game. Yay for 45. Yeah, 45 is good. But if you guys get to Disney Springs here, check out Uniqlo. The cheapest shirts you can get, and they're amazing quality. They're very, very, very good. Oh, there were tons of them. They had other Street Fighter shirts, but I didn't like them as well. They had one with M. Bison. One that just had it was weird. It was a shirt that was green military, and it had dog tags, and that was supposed to be for the character Guile. So they're kind of bizarre shirts. They did not have a Blanca shirt when I was there. I looked for Blanca, but they didn't have Blanca. Blanca was, when I used to play that, was the first character I played a lot because he was easy to use. Like, you just duck and you can shock everyone. But then some of the other characters had more difficult moves to master. That's awesome. Hadouken, I wasn't allowed to Blanca. Yeah, Blanca's a tough dude. Do you think Jasmine would ever do t-shirts, clothing? Well, we do. And I'm trying, let's see if I can find that link. Let's see. I'm looking for the link now. Oh, I don't have it. Maybe. Is it on this page? Nope. But yeah, if you ever see me at shows, often wear, yeah, it is People's Choice. I often wear like a Jasmine shirt, and those are all People's Choice shirts. But I'm trying to, I don't know if their website's up yet. Is People's Choice? Well, you know, I should have a link handy, but I don't.
Yeah,
if I just search People's Choice, would it? Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? I'm on this computer that doesn't have any of our. Well, I guess I don't need to be logged in to Amazon, right? People's Choice Apparel, and I don't know if it shows up on the UK site or not.
Yeah, they have a new owner.
Yeah, I need to get some more of these. But yeah, we need to talk to them how to get some. I mean, there's so many people in the UK that would probably want those. We need to figure out how to.
Well, they did have when they had the website peopleschoiceapparel.com. They shipped worldwide.
Yeah, we've been super busy and we haven't. That ruby's nice. I like that one. I have several of these shirts actually.
Yeah, they're neat.
Those 3/4 are
men's
nice.
Shirts too.
I like those 3/4 female shirts.
Yeah, those are. I've got several of those. Yeah.
Oh, Jasmine, did you see the giant Valentine one? I forget which face is a fairy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's cute. Oh, Valentine Dragon, that's nice.
Yeah, Valentine Dragon's a nice one. I think Amber has something. Yeah, this is pretty much dry, so I'm not gonna officially sign it yet because I might end up, I don't know, adding some more shadows when it's lighter out. I've got my window closed and I like to look under natural light often when I'm painting. So usually if I finish a painting at nighttime, I like to look at it in the morning to make sure everything is the right color and looks good, but it's
so many times Jasmine's like, oh, I have to look at it in the morning.
Yeah.
And she won't even bother scanning it.
I've got like a million...
Or anything like that.
It's true, or especially varnishing. I don't like doing that at night. I've got like a million lights here, but nothing is as good as daylight, so I like to take it outside, hold it up to the window, and see what...
Lighting is always an issue.
Yeah,
it just is.
I know.
It's a pain in the hiney.
It's annoying here at Twitch,
Thank you so much, Jax.
Oh, was that the magic noise I heard?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. But yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying at Twitch because if I have too many lights at my painting, it looks too bright, like on the screen. It gets a glare on it. And then if I have not enough, it's too dark and it makes me kind of white out because I have fair skin. And if you like see a picture of me, I look like a ghost. So it's always a very delicate balance. But yep, already dry too. Didn't even need my hair dryer.
Oh, Leela lost connection, but she's back.
Oh, good.
Nice to have you back, Leela.
Friend. So, oh, thank you, Magic Noise.
Oh, thanks, Tammy. Hey, Tammy, did you have a good time at the Ren Fair?
Yeah,
oh, I guess it's the second weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the second weekend
already.
of the Ren Fair. Yep. Haven't been there yet, but we'll be there soon.
Man, I can't wait. I want a bread bowl.
Yeah.
So, for those of you that are going to see Jasmine at the Ren Fair, you might want to pay close attention to the events page because it will talk about her paint times and her signing times.
Yeah, we have separate times for painting and separate times for signing stuff at the Ren Fair this year. They wanted me to do like demonstration painting times where I'm not signing things so I can actually get some work done so I don't have to get painty fingerprints on everybody's artwork. That's always kind of important.
Yeah, so the Ren Fair really wants to see the artists when they're artists they're creating.
Yeah, so they want me to have scheduled demonstration time sitting there. So I will be... Part of the time I'll be there, I'll be sitting at my easel and painting, and then part of the time I'll be sitting inside and signing. And not both at the same time, though. Because that gets messy and confusing. Let's see, so elephant painting is just about done. And here's the little mini painting that I started before I left for Dragon Con. Originally I was thinking I might have it done in time for Dragon Con, but I didn't. But
yeah, you did a good job with the time we had.
I did. I got a lot of stuff done for Dragon Con.
Those tiny treasures last about a second.
Oh yeah, they sold in less than 30 seconds, I think. But this will be one that will be popping up at strangeling.com probably this coming week up in the Patreon exclusive shopping area on my website. Because that's where I put my mini paintings online. That's
Sassy, yay! We'll see you on the 21st. Cool.
Oh, at the Ren Fair?
Yeah.
Yay!
We don't get as many visitors from our Twitch at the Ren Fair because
it's in Kansas City.
It's in Kansas City.
Not that people aren't in Kansas City, but
we have several people from Iowa that come down, some from Oklahoma. So sometimes people in adjacent states will come.
Nebraska.
Tammy, of course. Not as many signatures as last year, but all in the bags.
Oh, okay.
Bugs. So yeah, Tammy, make sure that you see Jasmine's signing times.
Yeah, that's what I mean, because those the painting times and the signing times. That'll be good. That way too, I can actually get painting done.
Oh, Jasmine has met tons of her favorite artists or writers.
Oh, I sure have.
Notably, more artists than writers because she has the luxury of hanging out with some of them now.
I do.
Larry Elmore comes to mind.
Larry Elmore, yeah, he was a big influence on me growing up.
I'm gonna go ahead and find Larry's.
Yeah,
you guys will know his art if you don't know his art.
Yeah, he was one of the original artists for Dungeons and Dragons and all that.
I bought a T-shirt with Larry's art on it.
Yeah, like a lot of the original artwork for the game modules and the Dragonlance books and Forgotten Realms. A lot of those
like I said,
cool
you know his art whether you know it or not.
Fantasy stuff, you would know his artwork for sure.
And he's a
magnificent painter. He does beautiful landscapes. And
he is.
He was kind of a mentor for me for a long time too.
Definitely.
When I was first starting, he's the one who convinced me to do my first convention, actually.
It's just LarryElmore.com. I thought it was Larry Elmore.
It used to be ElmoreArt.com.
No, he changed it.
I think it's Larry. I think he got his actual name on there. Yeah.
But yeah, look around and you will see old, awesome, some of the best D&D art that was ever created.
Yes, it was so cool back when they would have more traditional art like that. Nothing against digital art. I'm just, I'm a painter, so. Well,
that's why he would be a good mentor for you.
He's a very good mentor for me.
Name some folks that you've met artist-wise that you just think are great.
Gosh, well, I mean, some of them are friends of mine, which is
that's what
weird.
I'm saying. When you go to an event like Spectrum,
Shaylee, you meet
a ton.
You meet like Donato Giancola there.
And if you don't know what Spectrum art is, Shaylee, I will show you, and you'll be blown away.
Fantastic art, yeah. And that's
some
the
of the best
art show.
artists
Are they doing?
currently?
Is that going to be at Planet Comic Con next year? Is that going to be the Spectrum for art show?
Check.
They used to be two separate shows, and they combined them.
I will see if I can find that again. They have Facebook. Let's talk in 2018. Planet Comic Con City and SFAL 2020.
Yay!
Let's see what
are the dates? Does it say?
The dates are. My gosh, the art on these.
Yeah, I know. So many good artists.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a link to that.
Yeah, put a link to that because there's. I mean, Bill Stout, William Stout is one of my favorite.
It's like as soon as I scroll down, there's Annie Stagg.
I got to meet him there. What's that?
Yeah, as soon as I scroll down, there's Annie Stagg. I'm actually kind of
Annie
too familiar with some of these
I
people.
love Annie's art. I've got a couple of her originals. Annie Stagg.
But yeah,
Annie Stagg Gerard. Rather, I need to.
I'd say that. As far as living artists, we know
Annie Stagg Gerard.
We know personally a bunch of the top artists.
Yeah, yeah. Oh gosh, a lot of people I collect too. Chet Zar, love his artwork. I've got two of his.
So Shaylee, if you have a budget for art books, I would recommend an art book called Spectrum.
Comes out every year. It's heavily juried.
It's very juried.
I get it in about half the time.
Jasmine gets in. Yeah, we have met Ann Stokes.
I submit every year. What's that?
Sassy says, have you ever met Ann Stokes? Yes.
Oh yes.
Several times. She's a sweetheart.
Ann at Glastonbury. I think I saw her in Whitby too.
Have we met Mab Graves?
I have not met Mab.
No.
It seems like I would have. It seems like we're often in the same sort of places.
Yeah, well, she is. Where's she?
She's in like.
Chicago?
She's in the Midwest, I think.
Chicago, but she does a lot of West Coast.
She's in Nebraska or Indiana or Ohio.
Oh, Spectrum's fantastic. Spectrum.
Yeah, I love Spectrum.
Look on Amazon if you would, Shaylee, and gosh, I don't know how many they have now. Spectrums.
30.
Selena, we have not met in person, but
I have not met
we have
Selena.
a close relationship with her online.
Yeah, she actually used to license my artwork from me.
Yeah, she's great.
But make things with my artwork in it and merchandise, and she had a wholesale company for a while that wholesaled my artwork.
Do we know?
But she's in Australia, so I don't know.
Do we know Chris Ortega?
Ortega. His name is familiar. I probably sorry, Chris, if I know you and I always say hi to you. I'm sometimes not.
You know what? Chris Ortega, he's Spanish. His art's very much like Luis Royo.
It's
in
Spain,
that style.
Spain Spanish, yeah.
In that style. And what was her name? She was a
Victoria Francis.
Victoria Francis. Yeah. Very, very Victoria Francis.
A lot of those folks were like on the same, not record label, but if there's an equivalent.
It's that Spanish style.
Yeah, Spanish, like
a lot of blood dripping from
heavy
pretty
metal
female
sort of,
lips.
Yeah. Like heavy metal magazine sort of things.
Oh, it's a she. I apologize.
Okay.
But yeah, it's reminiscent of Victoria Francis, who is phenomenal. I apologize. I did not mean to do that. Curtis Reikovich. It sounds so familiar. Hey, do we know Scott Gustafson?
What's that?
Do you know Scott Gustafson?
Some of these
people have been in a book that I curated.
Scott Gustafson's been at Spectrum before, I think.
Yeah,
gosh, James Gurney. He's a neat artist.
Gurney.
I love James Gurney. and William Stout are two of my favorite dinosaur artists. I know that sounds like a weird thing to have, but
Yeah,
those are my two favorite
I got it.
dinosaur
Innsmouth Mermaid.
And, yes, yes.
I apologized a bunch for it. I'm sorry.
Wow. Yeah. Maddie.
No, well,
Oh.
I don't. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Maybe they're lagging. And
Maybe.
They didn't hear me,
but yeah, James Gurney, I met him at Spectrum. That was cool. And there are people I've just known forever. Like David Van Gogh. I know some of you guys are fans of his. We saw you at the Dark Art Emporium. I've got, I think, 5 original paintings of his, and I don't even know how many sketches and drawings. But I've also known him for 20 years, so it's kind of funny to be friends with somebody that you're also kind of fangirl about.
Pinky Toast. I know that name.
God, that sounds
Do I have
familiar.
an artist that comes to mind? Pinky Toast. Haven't seen anything from her. Yeah.
Pinky Toast. Is that, were they an ABSQ person?
We have not met Michael Whalen, but we know his art.
Michael Whalen was at the first Spectrum, wasn't he?
I
didn't really get to chat with him, but I think he had a booth there. But Donato Giancola has been at some of the Spectrums.
I think we have the entire set of the Spectrum books.
Yeah, I don't have an entire set of them.
We have the first one at least, right?
I have the first
It's
one.
funny
I've got
because
like the 5th one,
the
and the
first-
9th, and the 7th
The
one.
first Spectrum is there's no digital.
I know.
It's like it
And
didn't.
then there was like one year where they started laying in digital, and they weren't. I don't know if they weren't sure what was good yet. Or
They
not,
didn't
but...
know. It reminds me of Dragon Con.
Yeah, a lot of juried things around that time.
Right, they would just be printouts of a few
Screenshots from
because,
video games, or
because at first digital just kind of wowed people.
yeah, they're like, wow, look
And they
how
didn't
smooth
know,
that is.
and
And
now
now
we're
we're
starting-
like, wait,
now-
now there's a lot of gradation between what's good
Right
digital
now,
art
there's
and
a
what's just-
skilled,
yeah,
tons of skilled digital artists, which
like,
can make
wait,
all
you
the
just got a
difference.
3D model from TurboSquid and printed
Right,
it
if
out.
if I can do it, it ain't
Then
art.
it's not good. Oh,
It's almost like me putting
okay.
these little icons up, you know,
yeah,
like on the screen. If
but no,
if
but
I
a
do
lot of digital art is
this, it's not
amazing
digital art.
and takes a lot of talent and a
Oh
lot
my
of effort
gosh.
into it.
yeah,
But
you
there
know
was
what
a time
helps
where
is
it
a
kind of-
foundation in traditional art, though.
Oh, absolutely.
You're only going to be that
yeah.
richer.
Yeah,
I would always recommend that to a digital artist first.
yeah.
So, my last post there in the room is my digital art. Enjoy. It's a limited edition run of 400 million,
Oh,
and I'm charging $1 a piece
Oh, that sounds great.
because I want
Yeah,
400
I could
million.
retire. I could paint all day then. Oh wait,
Keith Richardson.
from the Rolling Stones? No,
Keith Richards.
Keith
I want to hang out with Keith
Yeah.
Richards.
Yeah, he's still kicking. Keith Richardson. Golly, I'm trying to think. His name is very familiar.
I don't know.
Is he? Was he an illustrator for? No, that's not who I'm thinking of. I know Keith Parkinson.
Yeah, Keith Parkinson.
Yeah,
maybe is that what you're thinking,
he did,
Tammy?
He did some fantastic
Yeah.
artwork for
He did.
TSR and Wizards of the Coast. And they're part of that traditional fantasy art sort of genre that I'm a fan of.
He's a comedian and a
Oh.
singer,
It's probably a common name,
And
so
he's
it might
a
not be the
MMA
first
fighter.
person that pops up. What's that?
and he's an MMA fighter.
Oh, well, he sounds like I want to meet him now. He sounds very
He's-
talented.
he's all
wow.
those things.
He's a comedian. He's an MMA fighter.
Oh, it is. Yeah, Keith Parkinson.
Keith Parkinson,
Yeah,
yes.
we know of his art.
Yes, I like his artwork a lot. I don't think I have met him in person. Or
Yeah, I
actually,
haven't.
He is,
Of course,
did he-
one of Larry's
he's part of the
Fab Three.
the Four Horsemen of TSR.
Well,
yeah.
Clive Caldwell.
Clive Caldwell,
Keith Parkinson, Larry Elmore.
and any other time I would
Michael
know.
Parks. We don't know Michael Parks.
I don't know Michael Parks. I know Matt.
Jasmine's painting a little mini with a cute little
a tiny
cardinal.
mini with a tiny cardinal. And I've had her mostly finished, but she's actually based off of one of my little Hamilton collection designs that has the little birdies. Do I have her? Do I have the statue of her?
I don't know.
Give me 2 seconds, I can look. Or do you know where the birdie ones are at?
Do you? No, you can go look.
They're kind
If
of
you
by
know
the-
where they're at, you know where they're at.
I think I do.
Too much rock and roll for me lately. That's why Tammy said it. I see a lot of people painting people like figures and portraits in oil paint, but not so many use acrylic for people painting. What makes acrylic your preference, Jasmine?
Oh, I'll talk about that because I really like acrylics.
I think that if Jasmine ever did get a hold of oils and she did it, it'd kind of be ridiculously
When I was when I was a teenager, and then occasionally in my 20s, I would use oils, and I used to do watercolors off and on. But I really pretty much do acrylics because they dry so fast. Also, if you look at me, put my brush in my mouth constantly, and oil paints are very poisonous, and you got to put like paint thinner in them, and acrylics I get non-toxic acrylics, and I mix them with water. So that alone is reason enough. But here is the actual statue. I don't know. Do you have the link to the Hamilton stuff, Maddie?
I could pull it up.
Yeah, if you just go to hamiltoncollection.com, baby, and put Beckett in there and give them a link. It'll only work if you're located in the United States because it's tied to your IP address. But this is my lovely little cardinal fairy. She's got a little baby cardinal. So I'm kind of doing like a little portrait of the same character. She's actually, I guess, I don't know, she's similar. She's got a rose in her hair, got some sparkly wings, got a little birdie. So she's kind of modeling for me for this one.
Got a little boyfriend.
Got a little boyfriend.
Oh, that Cleopatra's awesome. I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Isn't that one cool? But yeah, if you can,
do you want me to go to the specific one or just like the page in general?
I'll just share it in the page. Is the birdie's up there right now?
The birdie is on the main page.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's right under it's right under the kiss. And
too much rock and roll.
Yeah, and the little bison guy.
Ah.
Okay, so oh man, that On the Wings of Love is too cute.
I know, isn't that one adorable?
Okay, I'll shut up.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones up there. Yeah, this link will only work if you're in the United States because it is tied to that. And there is a website called enchantedtreasures.com though, or enchantedtreasuresgifts.com is the international website, and they have them up there.
That's Tanya.
That's Tanya. So yeah.
And a lot of you guys know her.
Yeah, Tanya used to be called Burning Desires, and now it's called Enchanted Treasures Gifts.
Yeah, I think there's a few people collecting, or I think it was mostly Eric, I think, and she was getting pins for Tammy.
Oh,
for trade at Dragon Con.
For Tanya?
For Tanya, yep.
No. You said Tammy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tammy, Tanya.
Tammy's in the room.
Too many.
Yeah. A lot of TA names, yeah.
I apologize.
So I'm painting my little cardinal here, and I'm at the same time, the reason I waited to paint the cardinal and also waited to paint the rose at the same time is I want them to both have like the same color red. Because in the figurine design that is the same character, if you look at the red of her little rose, the red of her little birdie, matches it. So I kind of want it to match. In that way, if whoever has the painting also has the statue, they can kind of put them together and synergy. Kind of makes it seem like there's a greater
Tammy said no problem,
universe.
and that Tanya's great too.
Oh yeah, they're both great.
Oh, Tammy even hooked her up with a Ren pin.
Awesome.
Man, I'm trying to. I wonder what the weather will be like
at the Ren Fair.
Yeah, since we always miss the first one, we usually miss potentially the hottest weekend.
Yes. Yeah, there have been times at the Kansas City Ren Fair that it's been like over 100 degrees every day at the beginning.
We're getting right in the middle.
And then at the end, because it goes for 2 months, the end, sometimes it is snowing. So it's kind of a crazy...
It has snowed
and it's
before,
outside,
yeah.
So it's...
But still there is one... My favorite time at the Kansas City Renaissance Festival, this is before you sold anything there.
Oh, when we were just there for fun.
When you and I were there.
Oh, when it was snowing?
And it was snowing lightly. And it was so overcast and a bit foggy.
Yeah.
And there were so many little lights on in the different buildings. It looked like magic.
Yeah, it looked like...
And it was so cold, but we were dressed appropriately.
Yeah, it looked like an MMORPG or
really
something.
Cozy.
It was kind of foggy, and
I was like,
these
why
little
is no one
lights
here?
and all
It's
these little shops.
the most gorgeous, but
yeah.
No, everybody's there when it's hot, and they're swinging beers around and poking each other off horses, and yeah. It's Ren Fair is a thing.
Depending on what time of year they're there. And
if you've never been to a Ren Fair, I suggest looking up your local Ren Fairs.
Yeah, a lot of towns have them. The one in Kansas City is particularly good. It has proper buildings. Like we have a 2-story building with an apartment on top of it practically. And the buildings are there year round. It's like going to a little village. Some towns will have Renaissance festivals, and they pop up like in a parking lot for one night, and everybody brings a tent or something. So it depends where you're at, but they're always a lot of fun.
Tammy says, always wanted to be there at night.
Oh, yeah.
Disney is not all that after hours. I actually kind of like it, too. Epcot's nice.
I liked when we were in California a couple weeks ago for
that was too
the
cool.
Haunted Mansion.
That doesn't even count.
50th anniversary
awesome.
party. It was so much fun. We got to be at the Haunted Mansion at like 4:00 in the morning, and we got to walk through downtown Disney in California and walk through Main Street and everything, and it was crazy to be there. You'd see all the gardeners out there like replanting all the plants, and it was very weird to be there that late.
We made
it
a few hours into it before we got too sleepy.
Yeah, we made it back about 3.
Yeah, we got to do everything.
Yeah, we did. We got to do just about everything we wanted. It included little foods and stuff. And
Shaylee says, I have one of your bird paintings as a canvas cutie in my studio right next to Viago's cage. He often talks to all the art, including that one.
Oh, that's precious.
Speaking of canvas cuties, in about 15 minutes, Jasmine, could you show that to the camera? We are going to give away a beautiful canvas cutie. It's one of my favorites.
One of my favorites has
because it reminds me of my Azrael.
Our Azrael. He's since passed away, but he's always in our hearts. But I like how our eyes kind of match his. I like that a lot.
A canvas cutie is a really, really good, affordable way to have a tiny piece, especially if you're low on space.
Yep.
And if you flip it around, Jasmine, can you show the sawtooth?
Yeah.
So basically, all you need is a nail on the wall that has a bit of a head on it.
Yep.
Angle it up slightly and pop that on. They're not too heavy.
Yep, they're very light.
Well, they're heavy when
they're solid wood.
We sold about 100 at
every bit of it.
That was crazy.
And usually you can only buy these at our live events.
Right.
But
live events or
a
Patreon people. And then you unlock a special section.
And then you unlock a special section of my website that you probably never knew existed. And you can buy all sorts of things that you don't know about, like canvas cuties and things like mini paintings.
Yes, and as I said before, if there's ever been an image and you're like, man, I really want that face as a fairy to be a canvas cutie, now is the time to shoot us an email. You can shoot me an email at matt@strangeling.com, or if you do it at jasminetoad@aol.com.
Sure.
And request one, and I can tell you if it can be made or not. And then I'll probably eventually get those on the site too.
Square, yeah.
A square, anything that, especially a face as a fairy.
Faces of fairy are especially good, but
yeah. But if you've been to like our live shows or the pop gallery, you notice a lot of Jasmine's.
I've got some of the other ones that we had. We had like a couple left over from Dragon Con that are right here. I can show you those.
Oh, show the dice one. That one's so nice.
Oh, that one did turn out really cool.
And these are some more examples.
Yeah, they're little square ones like these. And what do they cost? I don't even know what they cost. What are they on the website?
They're $25.
Oh, they're $25.
But of course, if you're a patron of $1 or $5 tier, it will be $25 for you.
$10 tier.
But
yeah,
if you're a $10 tier, it'll be $22.50.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, you didn't let me get to it.
Yeah,
or greater.
And,
so you save a little bit of money.
There's one at Glastonbury Abbey.
Oh yeah.
You know, if I brought this to Glastonbury, we would have totally sold it.
Well, we do bring we try to bring as many as we can.
We usually bring these too.
You know, I might, since I have more time, I might just ship some to Paul. That might be easier, and I could have a greater selection. Yeah. Because we almost ran out at our last event at.
At it Whippy?
No,
Tintagel.
Yeah, Tintagel was.
That's a pretty one.
That was nice and busy for us.
Little pansy flowers. Yeah, well, like all these, for example, these ones that I'm looking at were rectangular paintings to begin with, but we made little.
Will the new one be made into a cutie? Are you talking about the elephant or the bird? The new Dragon Con dice.
That one. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Someone joked earlier that you should just have one of the dice.
Just one of the dice, just the close up of the dice.
Yeah, I don't think
part
that would
of
be
her
the best
foot.
seller.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, I'm proud of those dice. It took me forever.
Shaylee has the dice fairy you showed on.
Oh, really? That's funny. But yeah, I might do one. If I did, I might crop her down here, but then I'd lose all the dice. But I'd
nearly all
dragon in it because they're square and they're all exactly the same size because they are a scrap size that we have. Basically, what are they? 3.5 inches wide.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the size. That's why I started it as like a recycling initiative because I'm trying to use up stuff I don't want to throw away. So we have leftover canvas strips that are that big and leftover little square pieces of wood that big. So that's why we make canvas cuties. But the one we're giving away is kitty cat one. But we have hundreds of these, and they are up on the special part of my website that only Patreon people.
I can't wait to go back to the Abbey.
Yeah, I always love visiting there when we're in Glastonbury.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how much London time we're going to get.
Yeah, I
We haven't
know,
really
which is
booked our
weird
tickets.
because that's like where our house technically
Yeah,
is,
because we might just
in London.
mostly be because kind of the week bridges the
yeah,
two events.
because Bath is fairly close to Glastonbury. I mean, they're both,
yeah.
like by Somerset, so it's yeah, they're
Oh,
not.
Leela says that they got she got 6 canvas cuties at Tintagel.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, we were selling them quite a bit.
we did a bunch of them there. I'm taking I basically did that solid kind of red on top of where I had painted the rose in her hair, and then on top of her little birdie. See the birdie? I don't know what you guys can see. And now
No,
I'm taking
no cuties at the Ren Fair. Sniff, sniff.
Oh, there weren't.
No, they just don't have any.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We could.
I could ship them.
We could bring some. Yeah, they come from us here in Florida because they come out of Matt's wood shop, basically, like leftover.
I could talk to
Stuff, so,
Amber
yeah.
because I'd have to make. I don't think I have a because those little display boards. I have to make them.
Yeah.
But, honestly, they only take me like 5 minutes to make.
Oh, that's another good Easter scrapwood too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if it's something we make here and it's in Kansas City, we have to somehow get it to Kansas City. So we could theoretically mail them, and then at some point it starts getting weird, like it stops being environmentally sound, or it starts like, why am I mailing this back and forth between my houses? And I don't know.
Ricky says she's still buzzing about getting the original.
Oh, I bet.
That was a cool moment, and I'm so happy that the frame made it to you safe, and it looks beautiful.
And I thought it was so cool that her husband was able to surprise her. I thought for sure that she'd figure it out, but no.
Hey, Tammy, shipping is way better to Kansas City than it is overseas.
Oh yeah,
but I think I might end up doing that too, because I'm gonna have to bring a little bit more clothes than I normally bring if we're not gonna be at London House because that's where I have
clothes
some
are
clothes.
in London. Yeah.
So I might ship a bunch of canvas cuties.
Usually when we do shows in England, we will take our suitcases that we are bringing and we'll stuff them full of my artwork, basically, and that's what I'm bringing over because if we're going to our house in London, I've got clothes, I got other stuff, toiletries, things like that will be there. But if we aren't actually staying at our house and we're going to be in Bath and Glastonbury, then I'll have to bring clothes and contact lenses and shoes and boots and stuff like that.
Hey, they have a nice grocery store there.
Oh yeah, they've got Glastonbury's got a couple good grocery stores. They've got the Co-op is nice, and they've got a Morrison's there.
Yeah, the Morrison's is good to
it's
stock
a big,
up.
Supermarket,
and then we just
sort of. Yeah.
Oh, and they also have that awesome health food store that smells like heaven.
Yeah, there's a good health food store and a Co-op and a Morrison's.
So, in really fun restaurants too. Sean asked if you can do the Disney ones as canvas cuties.
Oh no, I cannot make any of the Disney prints myself. All the Disney artwork I do is printed, made, and sold by the Walt Disney Company.
Sassy, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you ever see things like, if I have, like, the postcards at a show, it's because I waited in line at Disneyland or Disney World. I bought them at retail price and just am bringing them for fun at shows. I can't legally print them out myself. What was that, babe?
I was asking Sassy, they said, bring lots of Halloween ones, please. And I'm asking Sassy, which event are they referring to?
For Glastonbury?
Because I can make a note of that.
Well, if it's going to be October, so, yeah. We probably would do. Because it's kind of around Samhain, like the.
No, I saw Sassy in KC, so I'm thinking it's. Yeah.
Oh.
Because we met her. I think the last time we saw you, Sassy, was at Spectrum. Well, you probably don't know
Planet Comic-Con? I don't know him. Yeah, for those
Planet Comic-Con.
who are new
That's
to this,
I
don't actually see the computer. I'm in a different room than where Matt is. He's way over there, and he looks at the computer, and I'm just here in the corner talking to nobody. So that's why he reads out the questions out loud if you type them. It's because I don't actually see the typing.
It allows Jasmine to paint more.
Yeah. I'm making this look more bright red now because I'm actually mixing it with white, yellow, and vat orange. Vat orange is like, it's called orange, but I think it looks like kind of a stoplight red. And if you put it, it's kind of opaque compared to some of the other golden flute acrylics. So if I put it on top of something that is like magenta, you'll see a cool shade of red underneath, like with a really bright vat orange red popping on top. So which is really good for something with a little cute red birdie, like a cardinal.
7 minutes to the canvas cutie. We've been talking about canvas cuties quite a bit.
Well, how many
Yeah,
different
I love
Canvas
them.
Cuties do we have on the website?
I've
never even
I'm
looked.
sure that,
I should know
somebody
this.
probably knows better than me,
Yeah,
but I'll go check at
probably,
any rate.
yeah.
They'll probably beat me to it. And
Oh, probably. That's what I mean. People, sometimes if I just ask people, they'll know more than I do.
I'm on a weird computer, so I have to use a special code.
Oh. Yeah, got it. Again, that's the Patreon passcode that you get for $1. And then you can see the whole part of the website that nobody else can. And it helps me do things like buy plane tickets to escape hurricanes and stuff like that.
All right, let's see what we got. 231.
Oh, okay.
But there's
That's quite a
always
few.
room for a million
There
more.
is room for a million
So
more.
yeah, Jasmine has an incredible body of work.
Yes, that.
Oh man, that devil's really, really hot.
Yeah, that one works really good for.
Actually, she's kind of usually I wouldn't say
Mhm.
your paintings are hot, but the devil's really
Well,
like
where
attractive.
She lives. Yeah.
yeah. No, she's very well.
Like she looks. Oh,
She looks
like
nice,
hot.
is what I'm saying. I usually don't say that about your paintings, but she looks a lot like you
Kind of
too.
looks like me.
Yeah.
I was a little curvier, maybe. I don't know.
No, that's about right. That's
I
about
don't
right.
see myself very often.
I see you in a little. I'll stop.
Say this is family friendly, baby.
Yeah. It is family friendly.
Mhm.
We try. Sometimes we slip, and you have to forgive us.
Yes.
I apologize.
I swear I tried to do it in a different language.
So Shaylee's gonna try to be there. April says literally hot.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Seductive.
Hades,
Yes,
man.
that's what Jasmine did a good job, because if the devil in the form of a female, she would be seductive. You're right.
Yeah.
She would be.
That was actually an illustration I did for the 78 tarot, and it was the devil card. Each artist did
Twitch After
78
Hours.
different artists.
Not us.
And, yeah. Oh, yeah. Twitch After Hours is me doing this without talking. This is what
Liddy
I do.
says
Yeah.
that we're cracking her up. It's I have to kind of because if you guys know me in real life, I can. Yeah, I'm a grown up. So.
Yeah.
But here, who knows who's watching, right?
Yeah.
So we're extra careful,
Yeah.
or we try to be.
Also, a lot of my family members watch this.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Always some Disney people.
Exactly. Hugs and so
This is
excited.
pretty
Oh,
cute.
sassy munch.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
my birdie. See,
gosh.
this is more
Hey,
3D
Tammy,
now.
is there anything new at the Ren Fair? Like a new
Like at the
event or
other than stuff that we have.
Yeah, not our stuff, but
like
like
at the festival. In
Yeah,
general.
I haven't had a chance to talk
we
to
haven't
Amber,
been
really.
yet, and Amber's been very busy.
We've been
actually
busy and
working at
Amber's
the
been busy,
festival,
so
yeah.
I didn't know if they've done any new things there. And one of the things I enjoy are those, I don't know how to describe them except for they're kind of like soap opera dramas that continue throughout the day.
Oh, like they kind of like have these pop-up theater things that happen, and they have a continuing story where the actors will come out and do something. And there are a lot of actors at the Run Fair that go around and have kind of scripted things, and they kind of involve the audience. But they'll also do like impromptu sword fights and
I love it.
duels and arguments, and
It's really
throwing
awesome when
things
you're stuck at the
and-
booth, right?
Yeah, and when
It's
you're
like
at
you
the
have
booth, it's like,
roving
hey,
entertainment.
there's a traveling musician troupe is right here, and they're going to play music for us. That's nice, and that's kind of cool. They just come right by.
So Mimi says 2. That's you know 2, Mimi's husband.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Thought the devil was very pretty when he saw her at Dragon Con. I offered to find room on the wall for her. He laughed at me.
Aww.
Shaylee says can get to Bath quite easily, but maybe not the actual event.
That's the thing. I should really try to find out if it has been sold out. Have you tried Googling it? Like,
I will in a second.
I think,
Let
yeah.
me read through these.
And I will make an event page for Bath, but it will probably say, hey, for those who are coming, hi. It might be sold out. There's only 50 people they let in.
Oh,
and
so
it's not just me either. There's a lot of other
John's
people.
discovering your arts on mouse mats and bookmarks and other things on Amazon.
Oh, yeah. Amazon's got all sorts of stuff of mine up there.
And I think probably Zazzle UK.
Oh, yeah. Zazzle. Zazzle.co.uk/Strangeling has loads of things up there.
Yeah, and if Google's your friend, just use that if you have to.
That's what is it? There's a funny little, not an app, but it's like a thing that Sonia, my website admin, sometimes copy paste. And it's like, let me Google that for you when somebody asks her a question. She doesn't do that with my stuff. She does it just like with friends and stuff because it's kind of rude. And it's like, hey, have you ever done this? I'm like, me Google that for you. And it like prints out a little thing on your screen. It's funny.
I typed in Bath coloring event Jasmine.
Yeah.
And I didn't find your events, but if I scroll down like the 1, 2, 3, 4.
I haven't made the event.
It says book Halloween by Jasmine Becket-Griffith.
Oh,
isn't that funny?
Funny, yeah. Hey.
What else would
coloring? You search Coloring Heaven.
Okay, that's a
remember it's coloring with a U.
Got it. I'm spelling it the British way,
all right.
the incorrect way. Yes.
The correct way.
I mean the incorrect. Coloring Heaven Masterclass.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Let's see, and this is tickets.
Yeah, does it still? If it has tickets available, let these people know because they actually watch me.
I mean, you can click on it. I'm going to go ahead and put the link up.
Put a link up. If you are in England and you want to go to again, I'm not going to be like coloring, but I'm going to have a little booth there, and we are doing a free pin with any purchase at the booth, but it's not a special pin. It might be a random pin. The people were super nice.
I talked to them on the phone.
Yeah, the people who run it are very, very nice people. They're the people who run Coloring Heaven magazine.
Well, when
if you've ever been to like Tesco or anything,
often when it looks like I'm Googling and you say you guys can check, I'm also doing it for the entire room.
Oh, of course, so yeah, not for you specifically, yes.
But Shaylee, I'd love to see you there. I'd actually like to see you at Glastonbury if possible.
Yeah.
Maybe you could score me a veggie sausage and
yes,
like yeah.
Sausage roll.
Oh man, those are so good.
I
must be hungry, Jasmine.
What's that?
I must be hungry.
Yeah, I am too. I haven't really had any food today.
That Whopper didn't work.
I didn't have a Whopper.
Maybe,
I didn't even have
that's
an
a bad
Impossible
sign.
Whopper.
I think I'm getting used to it.
I had an imaginary Whopper. I didn't even get
I have now had 7 Impossible Whoppers.
Wow.
So,
I had 1. It was all right.
Well, actually more. I've had 8 because I had 2 that one night. It was just really difficult for me to eat.
Yeah.
I thought they were smaller.
Anne
says, I was just looking through my old pictures back to when they were throws.
Oh,
I have a new appreciation for how gorgeous they were.
Oh, yeah. They have throw blankets on the American Amazon site for People's Choice Apparel. Actually, the same people. They have throw blankets.
Am I saying bath wrong? I'm trying to say bath correct. You probably catch me saying
bath.
Bath?
Yeah,
Barth?
take a bath.
I say barth as well.
Bath.
Well, Americans are going to say bath like a bathtub. That's just how we say it.
I'm going to take a bath. Midwesterners.
I have to retrain my brain to say things.
Yeah, I know.
So I can actually communicate with.
And then I do it wrong when I come back, or I'm really bad with writing. Example: Coloring Heaven magazine. It's like I'll write it coloring Louring, and then I'll write that myself when I'm like writing something in America on Instagram.
Oh, cool. So Pixie82.
Pixie82.
Congratulations.
Is the winner of the Canvas Kitty, and I will totally sign her for you too. I'll get one of my fancy little oil pen things.
Message. Congratulations, Pixie82. Have you won? The name sounds familiar. Have you won before, Pixie?
You might have done.
I always say that though. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I know a few people have the name Pixie in their name, but.
Yeah, I bet Carrie's like still unpacking. I bet she's not in the room.
Oh,
Tiger
yeah.
Pixie.
Yeah, she just posted on Patreon. She's like, catching up after DragonCon.
Yeah, it was nice being able to visit with Carrie.
Yeah.
Carrie is our buddy. If you guys don't know her, she's a Tiger Pixie art. She pops in the room sometimes.
Yeah.
And she does pins.
She paints kitty cats.
She has a really pretty pin.
She did a pin with me. We did orange blossoms, remember? I got her. She did some special pins for DragonCon too. She had these little wizard kitty cats that were.
She likes to have a lot of exclusive things.
Yeah.
You know, as I think I would be so over if I was just a fan going to a DragonCon.
Yeah.
And I had just a bunch of money in my pocket. I think I would be so confused as to what to buy. Because there's so much good stuff there.
Sensory overload, man.
It really is. I can't even deal.
Yeah.
I think I'd have
know. It's like I went to DragonCon. I was like, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here, and it ends up I'm like, I'm just kind of frazzled, and like ended up working and mostly doing like answering people's questions back in the room and working on my pin designs I had brought and hanging out with my nephew Theo who came and buying things at the booth. But I never made it down to Bee Pals, and I'm kicking myself. But Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab, the perfume company, was at DragonCon, and I didn't even make it down there. It shows you how much stuff is happening there. A little bit of white on her eyes, just a little bit to make it look a little kind of shiny and glassy, and I put a tiniest little bit on her little birdie friend's eye too. I'm gonna also think, what color nosy does he have?
DragonCon really hurts the pocketbook.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, especially Mimi, you're bringing your whole family.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, you got multiple people with you.
Your kids are so cute. They're so polite and sweet.
They are such well-behaved kids.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I was not like that. I was probably trying to get away. If my mom took me to Dragon Con, I would probably be, again, sensory overload. I'd probably be running around like an idiot.
Probably.
But now I just sit there.
You sit there
at the Jasmine booth.
Jasmine booth.
Well, those are long days for me.
Those are long days.
9
I know.
to 7 every morning. Plus, I get up earlier.
Yeah, you got to get up there earlier.
Yeah,
and restock everything.
But you know what? I did my best to keep a good smile on my face. I was actually very cheerful this Dragon Con.
Yeah, I think you were. Well, last Dragon Con was I think it really did help moving over to the other building, so you don't have the big crazy line the whole time. We have separate lines. That helps so much.
Aw, Shaylee. We made Shaylee happy cry because we said we wanted her to come to Glastonbury.
Oh.
Of course, Shaylee, I have a ridiculous amount in common with you, so you're a lot of fun to talk to. Aw, Mimi says thank you. They are so supportive and love seeing you both. Her children, they're sweeties. I want to go to Bath, but I'm flying home to France from London on the 26th of October with Gabriel.
Oh wow.
Well, like we said, Ricky, it's a smaller event.
It's not really a convention. It's only
if you're hardcore into the coloring,
it's for coloring. I'm kind of just
gonna
there
have a
because I have a coloring
If you
book.
saw that, it's a professional colorist.
Yeah. There's like a fancy coloring
with Jasmine's art as the focus.
Yeah, and so they're like going to be doing tutorials for people who do coloring books, for coloring in them,
and a little pop-up section for Paul.
Yeah, Paul from
stuff and Jasmine
will have
to sign
my artwork stuff, and I'm just autographing basically.
Oh, you can't make it to Glastonbury either. Oh, I'm sorry.
Shoot.
Well, you better set up a pin person.
Yep.
I know how that goes now. I'm starting to learn how
Glastonbury's a
people do the trading.
Glastonbury's not a huge show. It's a pretty small show.
But we make a line there.
We do make a line there. I kind of feel bad
because it used to be such a calm show.
It used to be like we kind of sit there and maybe like a half hour go by, and me and Matt are just like eating our vegetarian sausage rolls and having a beer. And we're like, oh,
yeah.
And then it's like, oh, now there's like a line, and I'm like at a checkout aisle in a grocery store.
Well,
that's good. I think it brings a lot of people.
I used to think of the British people as being subdued, but then I thought about Beatlemania. They invented that sort of,
or they exported it to America at least.
Yeah, they gave it to us, and then it comes back every now and then. Of course, with any sort of musical group, people just go mad.
Yeah.
I do too a bit.
I do too, actually.
But man, I can't get into the mosh pit anymore. I have to sit up in the pricey seats. I love it though.
Yeah.
What is it? I'm 32.
He's like, I'm 30. He's like, oh, good for you, mate.
Gabriel doesn't have holidays until the Saturday.
Oh.
He is not happy he'll miss you. Aw. Well, you give him a hug for me.
Yeah.
He's a cute little guy.
He's amazing.
Don't tell him I said he's cute. Tell him I said he's handsome.
Yeah.
He's a very handsome young man.
He's a handsome young man.
I remember when it was like that at Dragon Con.
It's fun.
Our Dragon Con, we've always had even when we started out, we had a decent line, but nothing like...
Our first year wasn't that crazy, but I did pretty good that first year. And
it was enough to say, hey, this is viable.
I ever did, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not doing these things again. And again, it was Larry was the one who convinced me to go there. I'm like, oh, you should do Dragon Con.
You guys are always so welcoming and always a pleasure to talk to. This is Shaylee saying.
Oh, thank you,
haven't seen you since 2018. Man, what up with that, Shaylee?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think. Our only UK show we've done so far this year has been Tintagel, and that's pretty far. That's way down in Cornwall.
And, I think it was Shaylee. It was like spring of 2018.
Yeah, that would have been last spring in Glastonbury, I think. Right?
Yeah, because we did.
Because Whitby was.
Because we did spring Glastonbury, Whitby fall, Tintagel.
Tintagel was the spring,
and then it will be Glastonbury. So this is a Karen Kay sort of year.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Which Karen Kay is the director of.
She's the
Tintagel. You've seen her if you've been there.
She does wonderful. She does Faye magazine, which
she's a lovely person.
A sweetheart.
Glastonbury event. Jasmine, do you happen? I'm gonna look it up on my phone.
It's in my little calendar there.
Okay.
It's
it's probably just as easy. Did you put it on the events page yet?
No, I'm going to tomorrow.
Okay. That's what you're saying.
It's on my calendar to add the event tomorrow.
Let me check for you, Helen.
You put the event.
Thanks for always having us.
Yeah, I always try to leave it by my computer
because
over there.
And I'm gonna look in October, correct?
Yes, it'll be October. It's a turn the wheel sort of thing. So
you know what? It's
Samhain kind of.
Are we gonna be there? Yeah, it's gonna be well before Halloween.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's right, because a certain friend was coming over, and we were gonna hang out with them. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we check in at Glastonbury on Thursday, probably the 17th. So it looks like the event is I think it's 2 days, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, it's the 18th and 19th, or 19th and 20th.
19th and 20th.
Whatever that weekend is. Oh,
Really?
thank you, doorbell.
Amazon. Give me a second, guys.
Darn you, Amazon.
Oh yeah, Brian Froud is often there, and he is he is like everybody's badass art grandpa.
Yeah, he's great.
So is Larry. He's
He is. He's the UK Larry. Oh, it was funny when we were in Cornwall, when we did the Three Wishes Festival. Brian Froud was there, and for some reason there was a thing, and it was me and Brian Froud and Linda Ravenscroft, and we all usually get a lot of people at our shows and stuff. And there was some sort of thing where we were supposed to give a talk on stage, and we went there and like nobody knew we were supposed to be there, so the three of us literally sat there for like an hour with Brian Froud's dog, and we just kind of gossiped and stuff the whole time, and nobody, one person took a picture of us, and then they asked us to take a picture of them with a friend. Yeah, Linda White Ravenscroft, Brian Froud, and me.
Brian Froud.
And we're there on a stage, and then like these musicians came and were like, "Can you guys leave?"
But actually, that part right next to you was really cool because it was like a weird psychedelic
really
tent.
Yeah, they had this
that
neat
was
tent,
so cool.
And they had weird fairy drinks.
Yeah,
and
it's
all sorts of good vegetarian food there. And
I'm telling you,
Three Wishes Festival's fun, but it's not a commercial convention.
Well, it's like a weird.
It's like a little mini Woodstock or something.
We're talking to Armoral. And,
oh yeah,
you guys know she does the fables.
Yeah, those are lovely.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll find her link.
Yeah,
in a
find
second.
a link and
so
show people.
I was like, hey, we call her Amy, and it's like, hey, Amy, where is do you have like a booth here? And she goes, no, I don't vend here. I just like listen to the bands. I'm like, oh.
Well, they have like 30 bands that come.
So she just hangs out there. But yeah, I'm gonna find her website. Yeah, because you guys will. If you guys haven't seen the fables. Yeah. You will freak out.
And she makes these by hand, and she's been doing so for a very long time, and they are just gorgeous. Gosh, I'm gonna be getting close to finishing this one. What time is it, babe? I might start working on that other mini painting.
You got 50 minutes.
5-0?
Well, actually, we're gonna go over. You have still over an hour because we started late today.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
No, so we're gonna be on for like an hour and 5 minutes more.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna pull up now. Please, everyone, check out this. This link.
This is our friend Amy.
And you guys, she's
those of you
she
who
is
go
amazing.
to Glastonbury, and you already know her. She's
and
really
she
cool.
also helped out with. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it or not, but she helped out with.
She helped out with some
Crystal.
famous stuff. Yeah.
The more recent one.
Yeah.
But she's
done all sorts of cool things.
I mean. She's young yet, and she's already got
I think
like
she's,
a little
she's
empire.
My age or younger, probably, or maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
I can't tell.
I don't know. I'm really bad. She could be 25 or she might be 75. I'm really bad at telling people.
She's 75.
No, she's
super young.
I always assume people are my age, and I'm 40, so that works mostly because usually people are somewhere between 20 and 60. If I can't tell, then maybe they're my age. I don't know.
All fables are made with genuine fable fur that has not been worn by any other animal.
That is lovely.
That's so sweet.
See, that's why I like him.
At any rate,
cool.
yeah, her stuff is incredible, and so they come in all different sizes.
She's got little tiny ones, and then there's like big ones that are like big, almost like life-size sort of characters.
She announced on her Facebook that she was working on it. Okay. Because she kind of told me in confidence.
Yeah, it was a while ago, so I don't ever want to out people if they're working on a secret project with Netflix or something.
Okay, Ricky, so you know her artwork. It's incredible.
Oh yeah, those are great.
They're so perfect and so pristine.
They are. You see them and they look like they're
I really wish she could break into the American market because I think it might be
people really love.
It might be too much.
It might be. I don't know. When you hand make individual items like that, and it's not like you have prints of them. It's not like doing a painting. When you
she has a really cute website. It's well done.
Yeah.
Aw, that little teeth. That's so sweet.
I think they're great.
But yeah, they rock. And what people do with them, it's a lot of fun, is they take them on little nature walks. And they put them, that would work so well. You know, I really need to get one.
Yeah, I know. You take them around Celebration or put them out in the woods and the swamps and stuff.
I'll make that the thing I buy.
Yeah, you should have one.
So, you take them on little nature walks and you pose them by flowers or trees. And people have those beautiful, and they look like they belong there.
Yeah.
I would love Florida.
Yeah, I bet they would. There probably aren't a lot of them here in Florida. I don't know.
There probably are.
There probably are, but
because we have so many the Florida-UK connection's
That's very true. If you walk through our town of Celebration, half the people you hear will have British accents
and I love it.
Yeah.
When I grew up, hearing a British accent for the first time, it's like something, and I would tell like everyone in my class, and I'd tell my mom, and it was like a big deal. It's like I met a British person.
It's like when I was a waitress, I told you, hey, there was a lady from Scotland.
Oh,
she sat at my table, and I like came home and told you about it.
Oh, let's see. The link didn't work.
Shoot. Does it have HTTPS in front of it? If not,
it does not.
Okay, put an S in front of it and post it.
Okay, I will do that.
Because sometimes that won't work depending on what people's browsers are doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's actually happening with a lot of websites right now.
HTTPS first?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just currently HTTP.
Yeah, so put an S.
Okay, I'll do that.
Before the little dotty colon thing.
I don't even understand.
Yeah, you know how we get our SSL certificates and all that.
Let's try this then. And see if that works, Helen. But yeah, I would encourage everybody to buy one.
Yeah.
Oh, it does work when I click on it.
Oh, yeah, but it depends on what browser you have. Some browsers will block if it doesn't have a S. Like some phones and stuff.
Oh, yeah. You know,
we had to
maybe
do that.
In Safari, I have an iPhone, so
exactly.
Maybe it wouldn't work there.
Mm-hmm. Which is fine if you probably find it with an S in front of it, like you would on Google or something, maybe, depending on how you found it. But
yeah, I think she has a pretty decent following on Facebook, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Dark Crystal Journey Talk with... Oh, Saturday, the 21st September. Where's that? The Hen Shop. She's going to talk about the Dark Crystal.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so if you guys... if you guys are fans of...
No, I feel really stupid because I've got multiple friends that have worked on this. I haven't even watched it yet.
I know.
God,
so
I've been so busy.
She's going to have a talk on the 21st about the Dark Crystal.
Oh, fantastic.
So go to... I'm trying to think of where... The Hen Shop, Avebury, SN81RF.
Oh, in Avebury. Avebury's in Somerset. That's that's where there's one of the famous stone circles is there.
Cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, go there.
I think Karen's talking about doing a show there, possibly. I don't know.
Well, if Karen says to go there, I'm going there. I want to go to Penzance.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's kind of like by where they live. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, then we could bother her at her house.
Go bother Karen at her house.
Okay, I'm so happy you guys like the Fables.
They're darling.
Yeah, they're cute.
Just like the cutest things ever.
They're kind of like, they're kind of like foxes, and they're kind of like kitties, and some of them are more elven, like
some of
more
them look
human, and some are birdies.
Some are humanoid, some are animal.
But you just probably find the one that feels right to you, and take it on. And they're different sizes too. Mm-hmm. There are ones that are tiny, and there's ones that are big. Mm-hmm. So I like promoting friends.
I do too, especially when it's somebody I've known for a long time, and I know they're a good person. I'm happy,
if I get one, I'll
shout out.
Actually, hey, good news, everybody. I have a ton more time coming up.
Yes.
So I'm gonna start doing my movie time with Matt and posting more stories.
Those of you, who have been.
So I'm gonna get Stormy back out, and Leela also got me a tinier Stormy.
Oh yes, miniature Stormy.
So I will bring those on adventures, but maybe I'll do that with a Fable too. Who knows?
Oh, that would be cute.
And I'll tag Armorel in it.
Yeah, Armorel.
So we've got about 45 minutes to raffle. Hey, Jasmine, can you show people that awesome pen?
Which one? Oh, that was the one that we're doing for the giveaway. It's like which awesome pen?
Well, feel free.
Yes, this is one of my personal ones. That was the one that we gave away in 8 minutes. I think we gave away 200 pop gallery last night. It wasn't 8 minutes, but it was like a half hour or something. It was crazy. We had people lining up at 8 o'clock in the morning. But you can get one here for free by watching me on Twitch, and we'll mail it to you anywhere in the world. It's random if you're not in the raffle. type exclamation point raffle, and that will enter you into the raffle. And it is Alice in the Fawn, which is one of the pictures in my coloring book.
Yes.
I can find it. Sorry, I know I keep looking at my coloring book. I'm just excited to have a minute to look at it.
You know, sometimes those times are precious.
I know. It's funny that I've got to do it now when I'm like people are looking at me probably.
Let me see.
I think Alice in the Fawn's
Type in the winner's
Oh yeah,
name
yeah,
for
she is.
you.
There she is.
Somebody already else did it for me.
She actually looks a lot like the pin because it's not the same line art, but it's quite similar. Her face is a little bit different in the painting I did for the pin, but very similar. Cute, cute, cute little deer. Look at that cute little deer. In the book,
that deer is...
Isn't it? It's like, it's not Bambi, but it's getting there. It's cute.
I can't take how cute that pin is.
He's a little cutie. I should paint more little animals like that.
Yeah, I made a couple extra canvases for that one for the show.
Oh, did you? Because of that pin. Is that one that... Do we have that canvas cutie, that one on the website?
No.
Oh.
See, we're probably... Actually, Jasmine, if you have a little list...
Cute. Yeah. Okay. Can you write that down? Because I'd love to make a canvas cutie of her.
You know, I might start looking through and see what faces a fairy. Can I, like, put them up auto? Do you care?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay,
if they're already a square. The only time you really need to ask me, Maddie, is if it was a weird-shaped rectangle or a rectangle that has, like, a... you know, kind of like I was showing you how the ninjas one didn't really work.
Well, I'm not... Yeah...
If it requires artistic license, ask me.
Sometimes I have squares already made of the awesome like.
Yeah, the 10 by 10s that we do for Pop, any of those would be great for canvas.
Yeah. Also, we will be making more. If you guys ever visit Pop,
the Pop Gallery,
Pop Gallery, they have like a little catalog you can flip through.
Yeah.
We're gonna be making a lot more pages. We're gonna be doing a lot more with Pop. So
yes.
If you miss out on some of our shows, where we have all those beautiful 10 by 10s, and those larger pieces that are open edition, and a few, and they
do have some special limited editions that we only do at Pop,
which
Gallery
are
too.
a lot like Masterpiece.
Yeah,
but they're called limited editions at Pop.
Yeah.
We have a few of those. Contact Pop, especially if you're here in the U.S. I know that shipping is kind of a pain.
Yeah, they have to go with the Disney shipping service, and it has to be insured.
Right.
So it is pricier than shipping you might be used to from Amazon or something. But one thing that is cool about the book, for those of you who haven't seen my coloring books, I always only have the artwork on one side, and then I have a little kind of story about each painting and when I painted it. My God, that one's from 2004.
Well, Jasmine, since we have that 10 by 10, I can just make this.
Yeah. You totally could. Yeah.
I'll actually start going through. And
this one's from 2003. Sorry, it's funny to see some of these paintings I did like 20 years ago. Anyways.
Jasmine's animals are so realistic.
Yeah, some of them are.
Some of them are. I was gonna say that deer is like, if I saw a deer like that, I might crash.
I was gonna say, it's funny because you'd think that this elephant is kind of cartoony, but baby elephants kind of look like this.
I almost hit a baby deer in Georgia.
Oh, I know. That's terrifying.
It was scary. It was terrifying. It was a baby baby.
A baby deer.
Yeah, it was a truly.
You didn't hit him though. He was okay.
Nope, he was fine. Yeah. I was so mad at him.
Yeah. Well, baby.
Brandon was there, and I was like, and I kept saying.
I was flying, so I didn't.
I was muttering over and over. You're already home.
Oh, I would have been. I had to come back.
Yeah, I was muttering over to myself, baby deer, baby deer, because I was so mad at him.
Baby deer. Yeah.
That's a big problem in the U.S. Brit friends.
Yeah. They have deer there, but they're not all over the way. They're
everywhere.
Missouri is littered with deer. They actually pay people to hunt them.
The last 2 nights I've been coming home from the office, there's a deer every time on our turn.
Oh my gosh.
In the same spot.
Wow.
I thought the deer in the pin looked like Bambi.
Yes, I think so too.
It's
not supposed to.
Close,
but it is kind of like what deers look like when you give them big eyes, basically. It's like somebody asked me if this one was Dumbo, and I'm like, no, just what you kind of put my characters
in some form or other.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be an awesome pin.
That might be a cute pin. It might be a cute coloring page too.
I would not. I'm happy I don't design those.
I know. Well, it takes a lot of work to design the enamel pins, especially because I've got to paint the line art, pick the colors, pick the enamel, paint it with the colors, scan it in, scan it without the colors, and then send it to the factory and then do the color proofs. And it takes longer in some ways to make a pin than it does to make an actual painting. Which is why I don't just make zillions of pins. I do like 1 or 2 a month usually.
But yes, please send your suggestions for Canvas Cuties also.
Yes.
And
again, those are for if you are a patron, you can buy them on Strangeling.com. Otherwise, we have them at live events. But if you are a patron, even if you're the $1 patron, doesn't matter. You can get to that part of the website that you can buy stuff. So
one of 2 ways. If it's I'll probably What do you think, Jasmine? If somebody has a suggestion, and it works, I put it on the website and then send them a link to that.
I would suggest that would be the easiest way paperwork wise, because then you'd have a tracking number, you'd have a PayPal invoice, that would already be set up. So and there's no reason you couldn't
let you know that I put it up there.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
That makes sense. Well, I think this one's just about done.
April says all the faces are fairy. Okay, I will work on that, April.
You could, a lot of them.
I'll have to see what I have in there already.
Yeah, some of them, a lot of them might be there already. I don't know how we decided which ones to start off with.
I don't. We do have a ton up there, but we have a ton more that we could put up there.
Yeah. Well, also too, I mean, oh gosh, that would be hundreds right there. Yeah.
And I'll see if
But I think the guy's just about done.
It's funny because we're not up to. We're up to 235 in Faces of Fairy.
No, I think like 240 something.
Oh, I forget. Yeah, it's almost the same amount, but more work for Matt. Sorry, not sorry. You know what? That's not too bad.
That's easy work.
After July and Dragon Con, I think anything's possible.
Yeah. Nothing like being on the road for 8 weeks and trying to keep up with the orders at the same time. And make new paintings. So I'm going to sign this one, and I'm going to start working on a different mini painting that I have.
Oh, rock on.
Yeah, because I finished this one.
Is it in here?
I think so. I'll take a peek. But anyways, she's all done. Again, I might change some things in the morning when I see her in daylight. I might be like, oh, that's way too orange red. I want to make that more magenta red, and I might.
And that might be that's one we're gonna pop up on the.
That'll be one popping up on Strangeling.com at some time this week. I don't know what day. I don't know what time.
If you could, Jasmine, could you make it like Thursday or Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, because I need to do the pins.
Yeah, I gotcha. I know you got to send out pins. So,
So
Thursday or Friday.
Hey guys, I'm actually really close to our goal of like around the 10th.
Yeah, we usually try to send out the pins the 10th of each month.
So you guys should be happy for me.
Yes, be happy for Mandy. We're actually caught up. It's not one of those things where it's like, oh my god, it's like the 29th and it still isn't sent out. So
yes, I'm
because it is per month.
Really happy right now.
And this is the current one in September, and so we sent her out this week. These little Halloween ones. To all our pin collectors, those are going to get there in plenty of time, no matter where you live, really, to wear for Halloween.
And show people the preview for the new enamel, or not enamels. I don't even know what to call it.
The metal pins.
Metal pin set.
Yes, the mini metal pin sets. This is just a printed out picture of it. I don't have the pins ready yet, but they are almost done.
Know when those are going up.
No, but they will probably be in September. So again, since it is Halloween themed, there will be 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are all based off of different Faces of Fairy. There's the candy corn, jack-o'-lantern one. There's the witch with the raven and a crystal ball. There is the girl with the little winged flowy pumpkin, and the witch with the black kitty cat. And there will be 250 of these sets made. They will be up at Strangeling.com. Some point, again, I'll try to give you guys, and Patreon people, you always get to know exactly what time they're going to pop up because they sell out within...
Well, Patreon people rock. We have to take care of you guys.
Couple minutes. Sometimes all 250 of them will probably be gone within an hour. So it's one of those things that you want to set a timer, hit refresh, keep adding it to your card if it keeps going away because it stays in your cart for 6 minutes or whatever, and you will get one if you try. So. Or 250 of you will.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think technically it limits people to like a couple, or I forget, 3. I don't remember.
I
whatever it is, but nobody ever bought more than I think 2 or 3.
I'll actually have to review how I did that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll have to remember what we did. What was it in July? Yeah.
Yeah, it was during.
It was during my anniversary month of the website when we were already doing the pin thing. Oh,
that was a scary hour and some.
Yeah, that was.
I remember you texting me and like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, that was.
Yes,
that was
and
nuts.
all the messages, it was crazy. So if you guys get in there in time, hang in there, keep refreshing.
Keep refreshing.
Just keep swimming or refreshing.
Because some people got it like an hour after it looked like they were sold out because not everybody checked out. Some people just added it into their cart and never checked out.
Do not give up.
Don't give up.
I know it's some sort of wackiness, but
it is wacky. There isn't really a better way to handle it because if we made everybody be able to keep it in their cart indefinitely, somebody might just say, oh, 250. I'll buy it in a month, you know.
And if you get the order, you get like a confirmation, or you look at your order number and it says processing.
Yep.
You're good.
That means you're good.
That means you're locked in.
Yep.
It might say processing for a little bit because suddenly Matt has to send out 250
because we
packages.
physically, like manually have to type those things that you get. So that's, yeah. we can't do 250 at once because we don't have 250 computers and 250
we don't
pens.
have. I don't know.
We have like us.
I don't have that sort of automation.
No, not us. Cool places like Disney probably have things like that, but we don't have things like that.
No, at least I have stamps.com.
We do have stamps.com, and that's the federal government, man.
Yeah, well, or a third party using federal government stuff, but
kinda, yeah.
something.
Anyways, a little elephant's done, little cardinal's done, and
Good job, Jasmine.
Get my
Yay, the elephant's done.
I had another little.
And the elephant is sold, right?
Elephant. Well, we have many people who are in line to buy the original.
Basically sold.
So unless everybody changes their mind, which is probably not likely, but if you are interested in the elephant painting, you can still email us, and we'll probably say, yeah, the first person who emailed us probably wants to buy it because they probably want to buy it. That's why they emailed us, and maybe the 15th person also wants to buy it. You know, it's probably sold, but. You can always ask. You can email us at
Also, if you're interested in Ninja Dragonling 3 Masterpiece Limited Edition canvases.
We have one left of the masterpieces of Ninja Dragonlings 3. We have 2 left of those?
Yes.
Okay, we have 2 left of those. Okay.
Yes.
2 left of Ninja Dragonlings 3 Masterpiece Edition canvases. Yeah, I think one of the people who was going to buy the Masterpiece ended up getting the original painting at DragonCon, so we ended up with one left over. So email us if you'd like one of those.
And also Dice Dragonling Princess.
Dragonling Princess, we still have some of those, right?
I am pretty sure.
These have not gone to sale to the public. But probably
please,
won't for a week or two. I'm just telling you
I promise
guys
it's worth it getting on a backup list.
Yeah. So,
if you really want it, please get on the list because
we
will contact you and let you know.
They've got to pay vet bills and, so stuff happens and people cancel.
So if you want this big, beautiful
these are big. They're like
signed and numbered.
24-inch.
And if not, probably in a few weeks, you'll also be able to get that maybe at the Ren Fair?
Yes. Actually, I think they're at Ren Fair this week.
Oh, okay.
Yes, open edition.
Open editions, is that remarked?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And then eventually at Pop, too.
And Pop Gallery will have open edition. They're not going to be the hand-painted one.
Right, they won't have the special, they won't be signed and numbered by Jasmine, but they'll be beautiful.
Yes. And if you happen to get one when I'm there, I can sign it for you.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. I'd be happy to do that.
But yeah, it was such a great event last night.
Wasn't it, though?
Yeah.
So many people.
I mean, the last DragonCon went so great.
Yeah.
And the Pop event.
Yeah, last
and you know that Wonderground next week's going to be great.
Yeah, Wonderground
and that,
tomorrow.
Again, that is
tomorrow.
The one in Florida.
Yeah, Wonderground in Florida.
The co-op.
Every time I do a show at Wonderground in California, some people show up to Florida's Wonderground and
vice versa. So
next weekend is in Florida.
I'm kind of happy that we're Disney Springs here now.
Yeah,
because
when they were both called Downtown Disney, it was kind of confusing. I mean, I would even kind of be like, okay, I'm at Wonderground and Downtown Disney next Tuesday. Wait, am I in California? I'm in Florida.
And they are such different places.
And they're very different places.
Disney Springs basically is
it's like a whole town.
And it's a mall.
Definitely.
It has all the fun of like downtown Disney, but it's even more so.
But it's many, many times larger.
We have the space in Florida. That's the difference.
But yeah, well, of course, we're not in the middle of Los Angeles. We're in the middle of Florida. But downtown Disney in California is cool because it's right next to the parks. It's not, you don't have to like take a bus or a monorail or any, you are like right there. You literally walk through downtown Disney.
And if you're staying at the resort, it's right there.
Oh yeah.
That's true. I will say one cool thing about Disneyland and the California Adventure Park. It's all one beautiful island.
It is. It's just
all your stuff's right there.
All your resorts are next to everything. You can walk to everything.
A nice tight container. Alternately, if you could say Disney World, it's like I could vacation here for 2 weeks and still be doing stuff.
Yeah, and not even do the same thing.
We have 2 water parks. I mean, it's
for those who don't know, Disney World is about 47 square miles, which makes it about the size of Boston or San Francisco, and that is all.
And there are a lot of fields. They're like, what's this thing? We have there are 3 golf courses there.
Yeah, golf courses.
I don't know how many resorts.
I don't even know how many resort hotels.
Have any of you locals seen the new gondolas?
Oh, the aerial tramway gondolas. Yes.
Is that what they're called specifically?
I don't know. Well, they're gondolas. They're like kind of like a skyway, but you use them to get from the different resorts to different resorts throughout Disney World.
Mimi says Disney Springs is amazing and it keeps growing. I've not seen it stop developing the last 6 years.
It's crazy.
It keeps getting bigger.
It's amazing to think of it like from just
Skyway,
like 10 years ago. It is like the Skyway. Do they call it the Skyway?
I don't know, but that's what. It's funny that Sassy says that because that reminds me of what they used to have at Worlds of Fun.
Well, they used to have the Skyway at Disney. At Disneyland and Disney World, they used to have the Skyway.
Yeah, I never
that were inside
that.
the parks. But these are actually meant for transportation. They're made by the people who do the ones for London Transport, like the ones that are kind of on the east side of London. They've got the big aerial tramways that you can actually use your Oyster card on and like travel around with.
Hey, Ian, are you going to be at Port Orleans? He's going to take a boat ride from his resort to Disney Springs.
Oh, nice.
That's where we saw a bobcat, Ian.
Oh, yeah.
We saw a real, honest-to-God bobcat.
Walking down the sidewalk.
Walking down the sidewalk.
Yep.
I thought it was a dog at first.
A lot of people are like, we were with, there's other people, and I'm like, wow, look at that dog. And I'm like, that's a bobcat. And he was huge. Just walking down the sidewalk. It wasn't even like at nighttime.
Has Jasmine ever thought of doing a clown or jester type fairy? That could be pretty cute. Everyone's always down on clowns lately, though.
You can blame it for that.
Oh, French Quarter. You're going to love it, Ian.
Oh, French Quarter is lovely.
That's a nice resort.
That's a very nice. Yeah, Port Orleans. That's nice. What was I going to say? I painted a couple. I did kind of, like more, not mime style, but kind of, Puro sort of, clown one. Remember the one I did it was a commission I did for somebody.
Gosh, no, I don't.
It was probably about 15 years ago.
Slightly related, you've done Sugar Skull Day of the Dead.
Oh, that's, yeah.
I mean, that's not clown, but it's
got
makeup.
Face makeup, yeah.
But no, I think that would be gorgeous.
The only Pennywise one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, people are down on clowns.
I know.
It's a sad time to be a clown.
I don't know.
I'd be one of the. If I was a clown, I'd be one of those sad clowns because no one would come to my shows.
On this painting here, this is when I had started also before Dragon Con, originally thinking maybe I'd bring it there, and I never really got around to it. But I've just kind of painted in her face, and I started working on the flesh tones, and I haven't really done much else. I kind of was going to give her like big Marie Antoinette sort of hair. So what I'm doing now is I'm mixing some orange and some yellow and some magenta, and I'm mixing it with some water, and I'm going to start adding some flesh tones on her.
Ian wants to see a bobcat too. You know what, Ian? You know what you should do if you have time? I don't know if you have a car. You might just be saying, I'm going to just stay at Disney World, and that's cool. Go to Gatorland.
Oh, yeah, Gatorland's cool.
They have a kitty.
Yeah. They have a lot of animals that have been rescued, and they're kind of a place that they can live the rest of their years out of, and if they've been going around eating people's dogs or something.
That's awful.
It is awful, but it's nice that they don't always just put them down.
So let's see. Sassy says it's Pop Century and 2 other hotels to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. The Skyway will travel to and from. And one of those is the new area for Caribbean Beach, right?
Is it the new area at Caribbean Beach? Yeah.
Yeah. So
and there's the just go to the new Riviera Resort that's over by Coronado Springs.
Maybe. I don't know. I just want to ride him for fun.
Yeah, I know.
Harley Quinn is kind of jester style, though. Jasmine, that's a DC thing. She'd have to get a DC license.
I'd have to get a license from DC. They'd have to contract me to do it.
Definitely not one of the number one, not number one, but definitely highly requested
one. Yeah. So DC, if you're out there, I'll paint Harley Quinn for you if you let me.
Oh, Evil Brina says, I love clowns. I was a volunteer clown at Children's Hospital. My name was Honey Bunny. Yay! I love clowns too. I'm not afraid of them. I think they're the best things ever. Where will these lovely mini paintings be available?
These are all going up on my website at some point this week. Probably
the end of this week. You're on Patreon, right?
Yeah, if you're a Patreon,
if you're a patron, you're in. You can.
They'll be framed and
they go quick,
by then finished. They do go quickly. Usually, when I pop them up, people are on there hitting refresh and buying them because they are. Usually, I only have things like this at live events, so that's kind of the benefit of being a Patreon patron is you can buy stuff that you normally only see at shows, but you can get them on the website. But at some point at strangeling.com in the patron exclusive section, these will be popping up. Probably Thursday or Friday.
Ian and Kelly or Sarah are going to miss the Festival of the Arts by 2 days.
Oh, no. Oh, they'll probably see all the booths set up for it, but they'll have like tents on top of them. I'm sorry to hear that.
And Helen used to collect clowns when she was younger.
Aw.
Sassy's not sure they'll be staying at Pop in October, but the Skyway opens at the end of this month.
Oh, yeah, it looked like it was almost open when...
It looked so cool.
I mean, when we were at the The Pop Gallery show. I know it's confusing. There's the Pop Century Resort and there's Pop Gallery.
A lot of people confuse
both
it.
Both at Disney, yeah. But yeah, when we were driving there last night, we saw them going around and they're so colorful. It looked very festive.
They're very, very neat looking. It looks so clean and good.
Yeah, they look so brand new. I mean, they are. I guess they're not even open yet. But
I can't wait.
I think it adds a level of visual interest too, and it also is a great way for a place like Disney that can get very congested with ground transportation, buses, people driving in cars. To have aerial transport going over the top of it is very clever. It makes a lot of sense on a lot of levels. Taking some kind of blue-green and putting that around her eyes, not that it's necessarily going to be eyeshadow, but I'm thinking about making the background kind of a blue-green. I don't know if I want to make her a mermaid or I want to, like I said, I'm trying to remember what I thought of when I was drawing her. I was either going to give her like big Rococo sort of wig hair, or maybe I was going to make her a mermaid. But either way, if it has kind of an uplift of bluish green on the underside of her eyebrows.
I love big crazy Rococo. I've got a ship in my hair.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Though mine sometimes. My hair can get really big if I'm not careful.
Those some of those wigs, I've seen them online that they wear.
Oh yeah.
They look like they weigh 100 pounds.
Yeah, they're probably pretty heavy. Some of them, little bird cages and boats in them.
And such tiny women wearing them.
Yeah.
Send in the clones, Austin Powers. But no, yeah, clowns. Or clowns. It's like, it used to be a job.
Oh, a volunteer job.
And then,
has anybody seen the new It yet?
Seen what?
The second half of It?
Yeah, has anyone seen It?
I've seen the first installment.
Please make her a mermaid. I'm a sucker for them, says Mimi.
I do like mermaids.
Jasmine is a mermaid.
I am technically a mermaid.
Mermaids.
Mermaids.
So Evil Brina saw it. So Evil Brina loves clowns, and she saw the second part of It.
Ah.
It doesn't scare me. It intrigues me.
Yeah,
I really like the first one.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's visually stunning too.
Yeah.
It's usually, I mean, the special effects are fantastic.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't call it a scare. I don't know. I'm sure some people are terrified of it, but it takes something special in a movie to scare me, and that is not saying it's not a special movie. It isn't frightening to me.
Okay, so people in the room are saying that they loved it.
Oh, good. That makes me happy to hear.
The thing is about it being a bit long, I have a desperate love for long films.
Long movies.
When I see a film that I want to see at a movie theater and I see it listed and it has like it's 3 hours long, it just makes me smile ear to ear.
Yeah.
I get so cozy in my seat and I get maybe a little snack or something and it's just like heaven to me.
Or at Disney when they have like the at Disney Springs when they've got the food and or what is it actually
Dine
called?
in.
The EMC dine-in theaters.
Oh,
yes,
I won't say what I call it.
No.
It's nothing
It's
bad.
nothing
but,
bad.
But
It's
what I
just-
call it would confuse a person.
It would. Yes.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
AMC's dine-in theater.
Yeah, and those are fun, and they bring you. They've got veggie options at them too. Not bad. And it sounds silly, but it kind of saves time sometimes when we go there. It's like I don't have to cook, and I can watch a movie at the same time.
Yeah, I wish our selection was a bit better.
Yeah.
What I end up with last time?
Did you get the veggie burger?
I
got the
remember.
quinoa.
No, I got the mac and
bowl.
cheese.
You got the mac and cheese.
It was
and
the tiny.
And they accidentally.
It was
I think
the
they brought
tiniest
you a
mac and
children's
cheese
macaroni
I
and cheese instead.
You know, I wasn't really too hungry.
Yeah, I got a quinoa bowl without the chicken. I know that might not sound very interesting, but it was actually really good, especially for a movie theater.
Ian says I always suffer from numb bum if the film is too long. Well, with the seats at, hey, you should go there, Ian. It's at Disney Springs.
Yeah,
go to the dine-in theater. Because
got,
they recline all the way.
Big, nice recliners.
And Jasmine is. I often take like a little cover shirt. So Jasmine can wear it because she's so cool.
I'm always
But they have seat warmers, so it does a full recline.
Seat warmers, yeah.
It does a full recline after you've had your food, so your belly's full with yummy food, and then you do a full recline, and you can turn on the seat warmers, high or medium.
Yeah.
High is really hot.
It is pretty hot. It's a hot seat.
So arthritis doesn't like long films. I see. Oh, I'm sorry, Siren. But that's different.
The seat warmer.
But it might feel better if you had the seat warmer and a recline.
That's true.
And I forget how much they cost.
I don't know.
Or that, but then you have to pay for the food too.
Yeah, but doesn't it like give you? Does it give you credit towards like your meal purchase?
Well,
I forget.
I don't know. I get credit because I'm an AMC stock member.
There you go. Okay.
But yeah, and it's I don't know what will be out when it come down. January is usually or late this. No, there's usually some Christmas blockbusters.
Yeah. Gosh,
I wish there were more
what's
Harry
my Pop
Potter
Gallery
movies.
show in December?
I'll be in Orlando in November. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah, you very well might.
Oh, like at the theater?
No, or at Disney.
We'll probably have a show.
I know I've got.
At
I
Wonderland.
already have one booked in December for Pop Gallery, right?
Yeah.
What day is it? The 22nd?
Let me
or
see.
Wait, no.
That's a big show.
Yeah, that's
even bigger than what we just had.
It depends. Some Decembers, it depends what we're doing right before them. But.
Oh, it's that's the 14th. It's after that.
December 14th?
Yeah.
Okay.
But hey, guys, if you come into Disney, visit the first week of December.
Yeah.
That's
the
a
early
good time
part
to
of
visit.
December is a good time to visit because nobody's on like winter break yet.
And do Mickey's Christmas party.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, Siren says, I wish we had seat warmers here.
Yeah.
It was a nice surprise. Well, one of the fans...
I always freeze at movie theaters, so it's very welcome.
One of Jasmine's fans said they had seat warmers, so I knew to look for it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, and Jasmine's like fumbling around for it. And I finally found it, and it kept
worked.
Jasmine warm.
It kept me warm.
Oh, yeah, no hurricanes too. By the time... See, late November is when hurricane season ends.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, hurricane season usually starts around my birthday and ends around Matt's birthday.
Yeah. What is the Disney date?
The 14th? Is that what you said? You just said it. Was it the 14th?
Yeah, the 14th.
So December 14th, I'll be at the Pop Gallery.
At the Pop Gallery, but we'll probably do a couple Wondergrounds.
Oh, yeah, no doubt I'll be doing some Wonderground shows too, probably in November. I don't think I'll have any in October because I don't think I'm going to be in Florida really in October.
Yeah, I think it's a more 1700s style Rococo lady.
Probably.
Shaylee.
We'll see.
Right, will she have a ship in her hair like crazy French?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it could be like
ships in here.
like Jasmine says maybe, but so far it looks kind of like a Marie Antoinette /
put a ship in
pompadour
her hair.
sort of
Yeah, Madame
going on there.
Pompadour. I might put a ship in her hair.
Evil Brina says maybe I'll wait until then. Yeah, the pop shows are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And everyone was saying, and I thought this was really cool that this was their favorite pop show.
Yeah.
Because they made a lot of friends in line.
Yeah. They did have to wait in line a lot of time. But yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, it was hot. That's one of the advantages of coming in December. I'd say that Florida in December is lovely.
Yeah, it's been kind of nippy.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop ship in her hair.
But yeah, again, as far as special pin events, we've got the Ren Fair going on now.
Yeah.
We've got Glastonbury.
And that will be in October.
And that will be in October. And then the last special pin of the year, unless you do, like for event-wise, would be Pop.
Would be the Pop Gallery one in December.
Then most likely in January.
They'll probably have one at Epcot, assuming Pop Gallery is at Epcot for the International Festival of the Arts. So. And they probably will.
And we keep that little tent stocked.
We do.
So there's always a lot of good art there.
Yeah.
In January and February.
And
the Festival of the Arts rocks.
Because usually in the past, every year they've done it, there's been the Pop Gallery tent and the Wonderground Gallery tent, both at Epcot, and the Pop Gallery tent has my own personal artwork at it, and the Wonderground Gallery artwork has my Disney art, so it's like completely different stuff.
And I'm carrying a bag full of like coats and jumpers and hoodies and whatever we call them anymore.
Again, too, we are Florida and we are wimpy, but it can be pretty cold I've seen people from not Florida who think it's cold at nighttime in Epcot in January.
Everybody's excited about the ship in the hair.
There we go. Yeah. That's gonna be pretty cool.
Will you paint tiny Odysseus there?
Maybe.
This is the siren.
It is.
We didn't realize that they were 300 feet tall.
You never know. Be worth telling the tale about.
Yeah, this painting's beautiful. Look at those eyes.
Thank you.
And I love the glow you're giving to her flesh.
Thank you.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
That looks like your shoulders.
Yeah. I know the sort of thing I start painting if I'm
It's the same
planning
way that
something specific.
Like we're talking about the double. The double looks like your shoulders a lot.
Oh, thank you.
And your little arms.
Oh. Awful little arms.
Yeah, that's funny because now that I think about it, a lot of the people that kept going to the devil painting were guys. No, and I do that too. And Brandon's like, yeah, that one's really cool. You know, it seemed very
Not like she's naked or anything.
No, she's not. But the thing is, we're dumb guys. There's probably something about it that attracts our eyes.
Something seductive about her.
Yes, exactly.
That's a good painting. One of my favorite paintings I've done. It is one of the most fun ones.
It is my favorite painting you've done to date.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
I love it.
Thank you.
It's got a bit of everything, and it's got some wicked, awesome, cool stuff in the background.
Yeah.
Like
how she's looking so far.
I mean, it's
a
wonderful
it does.
Helsing.
Yeah, it has some great art and history references in it.
Yes. Evil Brina says the devil is one of my favorite purchases at Dragon Con.
Oh, good. Oh, that makes me happy to hear.
Well, the original's still for sale, and
the original's still for sale. It's like one of the only originals I have not sold yet in 5,000 some paintings I've sold. So
April says the eyes on this one is wow. I agree.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't put a whole. You don't see a lot of color in her eyes, but it kind of makes them stand out a bit more because you see the white like kind of reflecting on it. It's so tiny too. Those eyes, it was hard to get even like this is like the smallest brush that I have, so it's about as much detail as I can put into a painting that's a small.
I'm gonna post a link to the devil because I keep talking about it and people don't know what I'm talking about. I just sound like an idiot.
Oh, that's the one I did for the 78 Tarot, the Elemental deck. I did the devil card for it. Everybody gets a different card, and they have 78 different artists, and I got the devil card. So, actually, I painted it here on Twitch, didn't I? A lot of it I did. Yeah, I think I worked for like a few weeks on it. Because I remember thinking that, talking about it when I was painting it, and I was thinking that I liked her hair, how it was red at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then not long after that, I went to I dyed my hair red at the end.
Ah.
Yeah. So that must have been in...
Fire.
Yeah. Huh. I didn't really think about that. Maybe that's why you think it looks like me, too.
Yeah, and you have those little, scary dragon wings.
Those also, yeah.
Matt might buy it.
Yeah, Maddie?
I get a huge discount.
Basically, I'd be so mad if you took our credit card and bought it on my website.
That'd be so counterproductive.
That'd be very counterproductive.
We'd lose a little bit, and then it would it'd be sold. It'd be off.
I know, and then nobody else could buy it. And it'd be nice to have. I like having it in my house. I very rarely have
friends
my own
and family
paintings.
Discount. No kidding. Well, basically, I have it for free.
Yeah, you get to have it until somebody buys it.
I borrow it. I'm borrowing it from its.
You're borrowing it from posterity.
It's like I'm borrowing it from our children or whatever.
Yeah.
What's the line? We borrow our planet from our children.
From our grandchildren.
I don't have any. So I guess my nieces and nephews. Matt would have to ship it to himself. I totally would.
Oh my gosh.
I'd ship it to myself in Kansas City, realize I don't have enough room for it there, and I'd ship it back here to Florida.
And then we'd have to mail it to England.
And then I'd ship it over to the office, and then I'd ship it back here to the house.
Yeah, ship it over to the office and ship it to our house.
Sure.
Oh, wow.
I'd ship it to a friend for fun.
Yeah.
I'd see how much money I could lose.
It'd be like the most expensive flat Stanley ever.
Yes. I'd see how much money I could lose just,
Yeah, I turn it into Bleak House and all the money's gone at the end.
So people are making a joke. It's like, hey, Jasmine, I got you a present. And you opened it up, it's the double.
Oh.
Like, dang it, Maddie.
Oh.
It's like, no, you like it. Trust me, you like it.
I know you'd like it. Yeah.
Oh, that would be awful. Oh, you wish you could buy it for me? I would not. No, I can make canvas. I could make
I
it.
was gonna say, Matt can make himself a canvas print tomorrow. That's like
I can make
just
a giant one
exactly.
too.
You can make
It's
it
not
even a
available to the
super
public,
big one, yeah.
and have Jasmine like
hand embellish it,
for special for me.
paint a naked one on top of it.
Yeah, good.
Yep. You'd have to commission me though.
I was gonna say that.
That'd be counterproductive also.
Yeah. Cardboard cutout. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I can do some weird stuff with the printers.
Yeah, we've got really cool printers.
I could probably. What I could do is I could buy a sticker.
Yeah.
Or wrap around.
A vehicle. Yeah, we can do.
And pop it on the side.
Vehicle cling things. Yeah.
I might get some of that for fun. I should mess around with that.
We have a big old van.
Yeah, but I don't like advertising.
I don't like drawing
Our
attention
van.
to it's our van.
We get
either.
enough-
We get enough weird people.
Do you ever paint anything just for yourself that you keep?
No, I really
We
can't.
get asked that a lot, though.
Yeah, I used to when I was younger. I would do that sort of thing sometimes, but I really don't get too much. I used to like hand make birthday cards and books for people, and now it's like, oh, I'm 4 weeks behind on this deadline. I need to hurry, and it's hard to justify the time spent. Really, it's kind of depressing.
So we, you guys usually know we end our casts on the hour, but we're gonna go to like 15 minutes past the hour. So we're
we had a late start setting up the
We
computer.
had a late start, so we're trying to make up
Yeah.
for it. Car wraps, that would be a cool thing.
There are places, there are people that have done that with my artwork.
Oh,
like,
man.
for fun. Oh, there's that one food truck that's like in
maybe
Miami.
I can find that. I can
Yeah,
find
if
an
you
image of
search-
that.
Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
What?
Oh, pardon me. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze again. Ah.
Yeah, do you remember that we had some family that went down to Miami and they saw it. Are you okay, sweetie? Take your time. In the meantime, I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I think it was a I'm just gonna look up. I don't know how to find that. Not food track. Yeah, I think it was but it was meaty. Amongst the koi, yeah. Let's see if I can find it on images. No, that's Namaste Cafe. Why would? Oh, it's probably because it's at Disney Springs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I found it. Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Okay, I will go to. How do I open that? Ow! I'm trying to, but I'm not logged in, and I don't know how to log in on this computer, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, that's where it sent me. But it's called Inspiration. Yeah, maybe I'll find it that way. But yeah, it's so cool. Inspiration. And it's got a hyphen. I am. What's that?
Or is it Fort Lauderdale?
Well, there's your Facebook again, for crying out loud.
Let me right-click on Google.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know better than me.
Copy it.
Okay, open link, save link as copy link address. Okay, there we go. I'll do that then. Sorry, guys. I know I'm goofing off here. Here we go. Boom. I hope that worked. Let's see. No, that just went to your Facebook. Sorry, guys, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Yeah, look at my Facebook. I should add it to the little slideshow thing that goes on the top. I'll get a bigger brush roll. Oh, I didn't show off my Mothra.
Oh yeah, please do. So you guys probably know what a lot of you guys probably know what
Mothra.
what is the Kid Robot?
Yeah, Kid Robot.
So Jasmine's favorite kaiju is Mothra.
Mothra. I love Mothra.
And
Oh, look how beautiful she is. Maddie got her for me.
aw. So I get one of the kid robots. And I'm like, man, I hope I get Mothra because no one in the store had seen Mothra yet.
Oh wow.
They saw Mothra's larva.
Yeah.
Mothra's such a weird thing.
Mothra is. I am fascinated by Mothra. I could go on and on.
So at any rate,
You think it'd be Gamera is my favorite, but no, it's Mothra.
Well,
Sorry,
yeah.
Gamera.
Yeah, well, Gammy bites.
Oh, I haven't even brought a kitty over here.
So
Yeah.
I open it and boom, it's Mothra. And this was during Jasmine's event. And I kind of like
last
showed
night.
it to her.
Yeah.
And she was very happy.
Yeah.
And it's so cute. But I am going to get that larva too.
The larva's very cute.
So here's the cool thing is they have the larva in the case. And they said if whatever other one I get, if it's like Godzilla or King Ghidorah or Rodian, that they would let me trade for the larva.
Oh, that works.
So you're going to get the larva no matter what.
Oh, thank you.
Unless somebody else trades it in the meantime.
Be,
Somebody on Twitch who heard and they want to mess with me. At any rate, I want to get you the larva too, because those are Mothra's babies.
Nobody else get it for me, because Maddie's going to get it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
funny
so
because
Evil Brina says Mothra is her favorite. So
Mothra's
Evil
best.
Brina likes
Mothra's
clowns,
awesome. Scale
It,
attack.
and Mothra's your favorite. You win points today, Evil Brina.
Yeah. No, I love Mothra. I heard Gamera in the other room, though.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much, Rashamel.
I'll grab Gamera real quick. Actual Gamera.
That's awesome. Oh, you Googled it. Yay.
Oh, did I find it?
Yeah, if you just Google it, you can find it. Jasmine Becket-Griffith food truck. No, it's not our food truck. In fact, I don't know. I looked at their menu and I don't think there's much for us.
I think it's like sushi and things.
Yeah, which is all right, but
It's kind of funny that it's,
we're so close to the and cool T-shirts. Don't forget. Oh yeah,
There's
that's true.
Gamera.
Evil Brina.
She's my puppy dog. Except she's a kitty cat. I haven't had a kitty in here for a while, so I'm going to show my Gammy. And she's purring and cozy, and she's not going to bite me. She loves me.
We are about to get our next winner.
The Gamera fight Mothra.
I'll get Moobot ready
Fight
for it.
Mothra?
Meantime.
Gamera versus Mothra. Oh. It's funny because my parents are named Rodian, technically, too.
What's that?
Got Gamera and Mothra, and then my parents are Rodian.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing Rodian when I was little, and I called it Strange Chicken.
Aw.
They're so oh, there it is.
Oh.
There it is. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
Gamera's
draw the
being a
winner.
honey cat.
And
Oh, this is for the pin?
Avaznan, which I'm sure has won before. You okay?
Oh, yeah. It was a pin popping
Be
over
good, Gammy.
Okay, Gammy.
You nasty,
You're a good
nasty
girl.
beast.
No, I just thought it was funny because we're talking about kaiju, and I was like, hey, Gammy's here.
Can we have that Can we have that one pasta tonight?
Which one pasta, honey?
I don't. That green chef.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It looked yummy.
Yeah, the basil farfalla?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll make that for you.
if you want.
I'd like to, because I didn't even have lunch today, man.
Well, you might want to have something before that so you don't get ill.
Yeah, I'm painting too much and not eating food.
So congratulations. Oh, Matt is so hungry today. Jasmine's hungry too. We need food.
I'm like super hungry. Eat one of those granola bars.
Hey, you should have that coconut one.
That's what I mean.
You'll have that. You should have that one right after Twitch.
I've been trying to have those in the middle of the morning between breakfast and lunch.
I should get some more then.
Yeah, I like
Did you?
those.
Did you get that Amazon or?
I got.
You know they have those at Publix. I might get them there.
I bought it on Amazon because it was when you were still at DragonCon and I was trying to get hurricane supplies and I ordered them from Prime Now on Amazon.
Okay.
So they have them on Amazon.
I am so happy that the hurricane
Oh gosh,
didn't
yes.
hit us or.
I mean, it's funny to make fun of like, oh god, Dorian, I came back 2 days early and now what the heck? But I would rather that than the other.
Well, I'm
We've been through
I'm happy
enough
that Florida's
hurricanes.
safe. I'm happy that Alabama's safe.
I was gonna say I've got is it a Sharpie?
Yeah, I have Sharpies over here. I can
got one in my hand.
Sometimes people can manipulate the world in such a way that it suits them.
Yeah.
Some people have that gift. Other people just kind of live with the reality. So do as you will, folks.
I'm one of the former, I think.
What's that?
I'm one of the former, I said.
Shadow Dancer says, who was it? I keep missing these things. It was Avaznon.
Oh, the winner? Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you told them to email us?
I have sent that message, correct.
Perfect.
And I keep track of these. You know, I don't think I've gotten any responses yet, so I might have to get on some of these folks. They could have just
Yeah, sometimes people like duck in and they like join the raffle,
Yeah.
and then they don't know if they won. And they're like, oh,
That's okay.
That's fine.
I give them a poke.
Really want. Yeah.
Well, I'll send them a message eventually.
Yeah,
I
we'll send a message, but
I'm not fond of the whispers.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even realize. I probably have a million of them. It reminds me of when I didn't like how I don't get Instagram messages. It's because I have an old version of it, and people are like, "I sent you like 5 of those." I'm like, I don't get those. I have version 2.0 or something. Or what's the other thing that was like that, Randy? Oh, Pinterest. I didn't know you could message people on Pinterest, and then one time I like logged into it and it had like a million things. I'm like, I am not even gonna click on those. You want to contact me, talk to me on my website or email me. Yeah. Yeah. Or that's why I don't have on my main Facebook page, like my public page has like, I don't know, 1.8 million people on it or something, 1.7 million people. I haven't looked. But I turned off way early on. I turned off the send a message thing because otherwise that's all I would be doing, literally. I mean, 99% of it is spam too. But not one person cannot look at that many. Even if 1% of people send it, it would be like 100,000 people. It would be awful.
Shadow Dancer says, y'all need to hire me for the tech stuff. I can help with that.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Because I don't know tech stuff. I pretend like I do, but oh my god, I don't. I don't pretend really hard, but...
The thing is, do you want to?
No, I really don't. I mean, before I did work stuff like with computers because of art and things, I didn't really spend all that much time with computers, so it's not something I was necessarily interested in. It just is I don't know, a secondary sort of thing that has had to happen.
Gesundheit.
Something's getting up my nose.
Aww.
Probably Gamera.
Probably. Did you give her like a little hug?
I did give her a little hug, yeah. We didn't really get hit. We were worried at first because we were both feeling a bit flu-like symptoms after DragonCon, and people know about con crud, but we were feeling a bit under the weather. But then I think we're both made it through okay without getting sick. So
yeah,
that's good. I think the hastening of worrying about the hurricane helped a bit.
the
stress of
con legend of having a bunch of alcohol type of things. I didn't have all that much at the con,
as much as I sometimes have done at DragonCon, yeah.
But I kept seeing so many people, like there was a lot of people, so many people drinking at the same time. I kind of had to. I'm taking a break away from that because I just saw it too much. Well, it was like this too much party, so I'm kind of chilling out.
Part of it is that in the art show, when we were in the art show, like in the basement at the Hyatt at DragonCon, you couldn't even bring containers of, like an open container of water or soda in there because it was the art show. And this year we were in the America's Mart, and it's like bars in the hallway and stuff was everywhere. It was very different, yeah.
So Shadow Dancer says, bless you.
Oh, thank you. For some reason, this kind of weird fuzzy brush I had
Jasmine had con crud so bad once.
That's the only time I think I ever missed one day of a show, other than the hurricane this year. That was unrelated.
Turning into
that was
Evil Brina had it too and said it was awful.
Yeah,
that was turning into like not the Burkles, but
the Burkles.
No,
my recurring tuberculosis is my consumption. What's that?
A really bad cold.
I had bronchitis.
Bronchitis.
And then I had it for like 2 months. But
yeah.
Which I usually don't get. I had bronchitis for like 10 years when I was a kid because I was asthmatic and whatever, but I grew out of it. But then it came back one year, and I think it started at DragonCon, man. That was awful. Kind of forgot about that, man. And then remember we went to Chicago, and I was doing that show at the Hoykola Gallery, and we walked along the lake.
Oh yeah,
in
that
Chicago,
was
and it was like in October, November, super windy. If you've never walked along the lake in Chicago, it is like walking on the ocean, except a million times colder and a million times windier. And we kept walking and walking. I'm like, where the heck are we? And it was before my show, and I coughed for like 6 months after that. I don't know what was wrong with me.
It was Burkles.
It was I did test positive for tuberculosis, so I call it the consumption though. That sounds much more Victorian.
I call it Burkles because Burkles is funny.
Burkles is funnier than tuberculosis.
But consumption sounds so
it sounds very
old-timey.
Jane Austen. It's
Yes.
My
wife,
Coastal.
she died of consumption.
She was taken by consumption.
Yeah, taken.
She was taken.
Oh my gosh!
I hope the winter
meme?
takes you.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's this is awful, guys, but there's a meme where there's a very, very elderly lady, and she's
sweet.
holding a baby kitten. And
a darling kitty. Yeah.
Yeah, the kitten looks up at her, and there's a little thought bubble.
Yeah.
Or a conversation bubble.
Yeah,
and
a cartoon.
the kitten says,
bubble.
"I hope the winter takes you."
I hope the winter takes you.
So funny. Yeah. The Evil Brina says, I had to work months on vampire steampunk cosplay, dressed up on Saturday night, said hello to my friends, went to my room, took the cosplay off, and slept. I wore it for maybe 2 hours. Stupid con crud.
Oh, man.
That's sad.
Oh, that's sad.
I have Shadow Dancer says, I have immunomodulator tinctures that will help with not getting sick after cons and stuff if you guys are interested.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I'm all about homeopathy. I'm very vitamin centric, and I like taking a lot of herbal remedies more than I would do any other sort of medication.
Prevention.
So yeah, what's that, babe?
A pound of prevention.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wait, an ounce of prevention. No, a pound of prevention is worth about a ton of cure.
Well, yeah.
Consumption is the same as tuberculosis.
It is.
We know, Kendra.
Yeah,
that's what I call it Burkles.
No, it's a weird thing. There are some people in the world who test positive for tuberculosis who don't have it, and for some reason, I always test positive for
maybe
tuberculosis,
you have it though.
And I don't. Well, I did have to have a lot of breathing machines when I was younger, so I don't know.
Jasmine's basically Darth Vader.
I'm basically Darth Vader. No, you made me take that quiz online, and I was Grievous, wasn't I?
You were General Grievous.
General Grievous? Yeah.
Yes.
He looks like he breathes regularly.
I was Mace Windu.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And you're purple.
Yep.
So what I've been doing here, it might be kind of hard to tell. I don't know how
Shaylee says,
up in here.
Oh, it reminds her of the Triumph of Galatea.
Yeah.
You know that? Okay.
Totally.
I
love that painting.
I was Brandon and I were actually kind of getting a bit grumpy. That piece isn't more popular.
That's a great painting.
Okay, I'm going to show people
Maddie, you should show people that
because
painting. That's
this is
great painting.
But this is coming from like nerds who visit museums all the time.
I know. Not everybody is into art history or would get the reference, but I love that one.
It's gorgeous.
But even if you didn't even know what it was, you might think it's cool, or you might learn about art history. That's cool too, right? Learning about art history is super cool. Right?
Those I wish you would do a lot more of the tableau vivants.
I would like to, and I'm planning to do so for my Corey Helford gallery show. Those are some of my favorite paintings I've done.
Well, Corey Helford makes more sense.
It's a gallery show. It's not like people are buying it as a t-shirt or a pin. They're buying that big crazy painting to hang on their wall. And
Kaylee likes being a museum nerd. It's a good sort of nerd to be.
It is. It's like the best sort of nerd.
Out of left field question, have y'all watched The Terror? No. What's that about?
Is it a TV show or a movie? Just looking so far. Oh, look at our cotton hair.
Oh, so Shadow Dancer says that's what I do now. So email if you need anything. I have anything from elderberry syrup to salves that are way better than Neosporin to any tinctures. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I dig that.
We could always
do
we could always do some trade too.
Yeah. I often trade artwork or stuff like that.
I like being a museum. Oh yeah, I already read that one. That'd be fantastic to see more of that style. Yes, and then Roger and Angelica.
Yeah, if you search Tableau, it might bring up the other ones. But okay, it sounds crazy, but I have 27 different pieces that I've planned for that series. I'm probably never going to paint all of them. But I have an idea for one that's like 4 feet wide, and that's one I would really like to do for my Corey Halpert show coming up next year. We'll see how much time I have, but that's something that you're going to hear me talk about pretty much from now on almost. That's going to be my show, my solo show that's coming up in November of 2020 in California in downtown Los Angeles at the Corey Halpert Gallery. I will be having a show that will have a bunch of paintings at it. They don't do prints, they don't do merchandise. They'll have a pin. You can bet they'll have a pin, but they will it will be me there with my paintings, and it's there in downtown LA, and it's huge. I don't even know how many tens of thousands of square feet sort of gallery, and I'll be there, and the whole show will be there for a whole month, and you can come in and see it. And that will be next year.
Well, thank you also, Shadow Dancer, for Jasmine's beautiful pendant.
Oh,
that's gorgeous.
Thank you. Yes.
It's here safe and sound.
Yes.
Actually, I have it.
Matt ran away.
Well, you weren't able to take it because you had to fly.
Oh, yeah. That's what he showed me a picture of. Yes. Yes, I'll show it here.
We're gonna say goodbye in a little bit.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll show us. Isn't this beautiful?
And we got a cool bag that came with it.
Isn't that the most gorgeous thing? Folks who know me know I'm a rock hound. I like stones and geodes and stuff like that. So that is just gorgeous. Thank you.
I have a pain salve for arthritis.
Oh.
Back and muscle skeletal pain.
I need something for my fingers and awful, horrible wrist bones.
So when you predict these smaller pieces will be for sale, Jasmine, can you explain how we're gonna sell these?
Yeah,
again?
these little ones I'm doing. I before the show we just did, I've been trying to put about once a week, put at least 1 or 2 or 5 or depending how much time, little tiny paintings up at strangeling.com, my website. But it's a special part of the website you can only get to if you are a Patreon member. You don't have to be a fancy Patreon member. You just have to basically throw $1 at it, and it's kind of like a secret code you get into the website, and you get to buy things before other people get to buy things and stuff like that. Like our canvas cuties we're showing, and some of the pins and things you get that you wouldn't get if you weren't a Patreon. But these are going to be popping up probably the end of this week, Thursday or Friday. And I've got a couple other ones that are already finished that will be surprises, and they'll be framed in their original paintings. Usually you can only buy them at shows, so it's a special thing that you can do if you are a Patreon member.
I just want to get done with the pins.
Yeah.
Before we do that.
Yeah. No, it
requires a little bit of management for me.
I will wait till the end of the week. Also, I want to finish these.
How much are they usually?
These are $5.95. Is that right?
I think that's.
Or are they $40? Are they $5.95? I don't know.
They are now.
They're now. No, whatever they were last time.
I don't. I'll have to look it up.
I think they're $5.95. Or am I thinking of the canvases?
I don't know.
Whatever they were last time, I think they're $5.95. $595. For anybody who doesn't, I had somebody who misunderstood. Again, apologies if you're watching, who thought when I said $5.95 for one of the canvases that they were $5.95, and I was like, no, they're $595. But these will be framed and varnished, and they'll be up on the website. Again, Thursday, Friday.
Alrighty. Well,
they do go quickly, though.
It has been a great Twitch. Yeah. Thank you for getting my question. I do my best. So,
yeah,
always
sorry,
if you do that,
sorry
Matthew
for
Beckett.
the late start, too. We've been coming off a big, crazy rearranging things in case the hurricane came, and then hurricane didn't.
I am so happy. You know, that was.
I'm very happy. I will move my computer around on every floor of my house all day. Just
that brightened my mood as the weekend kept going on at Dragon Con. I was I kept going away.
But then I felt like not like a jerk, but they had canceled my flights. It's like, well, even if I couldn't have even made it. You know what I did
is I actually right after one of I think it was Friday night at Dragon Con, I ran to the beach.
Oh,
and I lined the shore with Sharpies.
Yeah.
And that seemed just to like keep the hurricane at bay.
Yeah,
so
I'm
learning.
I told everybody that I would kind of blow in that general direction.
Yes, we all did our part. Blew in an easterly direction. Dragon Con did it as one group.
Yeah.
And we made the hurricane go away. So.
It did. And don't blame us if one comes like 2 weeks from now, because We only have so many magical points that we can.
And that's as political as we'll get. Da 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 da. And that's it.
I don't see that as being political.
That's not even political.
Okay.
It's funny, is what it is. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right. Well, we will let you go, guys.
Yeah, and I'll be back here next weekend, same time, same bat channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel. All right.
Yep.
And
I'll see you at Disney also.
And I'm
next
not
Saturday.
Robin. I am Nightwing. All right.
Yes.
Catch you later. Bye.